Welcome to a realm where the pulse of sports thrills and the spark of technology sizzles. Join Ronald Unk Bolware and your charismatic host, Jay, aka Jonathan Anderson. Together, they unpack the latest in sports and technology. This is Noonish Sports and Tech.
2025, is it? Yes, it is. Welcome to the 2025 version. First official show, season 12 of Noonish Sports and Tech, man. I'm your host, J.A., a.k.a. Jonathan Anderson, man. And I am very excited to be here today, man. Got a lot to talk about in this 2025 with my Unk. Hold on, man. I jumped the gun. Y'all see one of the topics right now. Let me shut that down. You know what I'm saying? Don't want y'all saying what's going on until it's time for y'all to see what's going on. But if you didn't know, I'm J.A., a.k.a. Jonathan Anderson. I'm here with my awesome co-host, my Unk, Ron Bower. What's going down,
Nothing much, man. It's 2025.
Hey,
man.
we made it.
Yeah, you got to leave 2024 in the past and keep it moving in 2025.
2024, what you talking about?
Hey, that's the past.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Staring at 2024 in the rear view.
Yeah,
you know?
in the rear view, yeah. That's why your rear view is so much smaller than your windshield.
Absolutely.
Because where you're being is not nearly important as where you're going.
That's where you're going, man.
Absolutely,
Hey, you better watch out for them hazards. Right here in Texas, we got that good ice going on right now. It's supposed to have some ice storms going crazy, but hopefully y'all are sheltered up, in some warm, around some fire logs. And if you're not sheltered up just yet, by the time that storm does roll in, man, make sure you sit your ass down somewhere. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
Absolutely, man. Because them storms ain't nothing to play with.
Especially in Texas, man. Boy, they can't drive in the summertime around here,
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. The
sunny.
storms that I've been seeing in Minnesota and Kansas, they can't drive nowhere on no ice.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because they sliding all over the place.
Yes,
man.
sir. Rubber and ice don't mix.
Yeah.
Don't mix well. But anyway, as y'all know, man, one thing that is going to remain consistent is how we start this thing off, man. We got the first lady of F1, first lady of NHL hockey, CY, coming to join us and start this thing up. CY, what's going down? Girl, Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Oh, we feeling great. We in 2025.
We feeling great, girl. Hey, I can't see your face on TikTok, though. I just see your neck, I see your neckline, But you perfect on YouTube now. Shout out YouTube. What's going down? Yes. Hey, that's me. Do you ever walk around your house barefoot? I don't either.
Neither do I.
For that reason. Yep. Oh, yeah. I didn't know Zeke bought into center. Oh, that's awesome. Really? Do they stay up though? Or do you have to keep pulling them up? Yeah. Yeah, I can't stand that feeling. And then you take your socks off and you got the little lines all in your legs. Like, nah, that's too tight. I gotta do something about that. I'm a sock person for real. See why? Straight up. Oh, nice. For all you foot fetish freaks out there. Appreciate the love, big dog. There. Yeah. You know, we all trying to stay warm. You know, it's Dallas, Texas. We ain't used to this Arctic blast we got running. It's, what, 20-something degrees outside right now. Hell no. They don't even sell clothes down here for that temperature. You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I saw somebody up with a Valentine's Day ad up the other day. I was like, hell no, dog. We just got out of Christmas, man. Relax.
Hey, they gotta get it in early. Man.
Yeah, at least give me to the 15th of January. You know, a month out. You get a month out, but you know, coming January 2nd, Valentine's is whack. Yeah, no doubt. St. Patty's Day is pretty huge around here, though. I don't know if the rest of the world knows that, but you know, St. Patty's Day in Dallas is kind of like Mardi Gras in New Orleans. You know, it's a real get down in, on Greenville Avenue.
I have no idea.
People here like to drink. You know, same reason why Southwest Airlines became freaking awesome, because they added alcohol to the flights, and people like to drink down here, man. Yeah. Yeah, I do actually. Mm-hmm. Hey man, I'd be at that Matitos over there off Oakline for that buffet on Sundays or Saturday. Yeah. Boy, that brunch.
Well, you know, see why? Unc remember when happy hour was you buy one and get two.
Oh my gosh!
No, for real. At the club, at the nightclub.
That's
back in the day when happy hour really was happy, because you buy one drink, and then if you go out with say you go out with two friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll buy a round. That's two drinks for everybody. Yeah. But that's just three drinks that I paid for, right? But everybody got two.
Yeah.
And then the next person buy a round.
And that's three drinks. Yeah.
Now everybody got to have four drinks. And if that third person buy a round, guess what? Everybody has 6 drinks.
Yeah. That's the way to go. They don't do that no more.
No, they have to stop that.
Everybody paying $8 a drink around here right now. You know, especially in peak hours. You know.
Nah. Hey, I don't know where you drink for $8, but if I go drink some 12 and up. 12,
oh yeah, you're right
15,
about that. I'm talking about the club, and I'm trying to be nice about that.
Oh yeah, hey,
you know,
because everybody's like, "What is he talking about?"
And
I want to find that place.
I'm not the one up and tight, but hey, when I went to New Orleans back in the day, actually I was in Ponchatoula. No, I was in Hammond, Louisiana, Southeast Louisiana University. We went out. I forget the name of the club, but it was Red Cup night. You pay your $5 to get in, you get your red cup, and as long as you have a red cup in your hand, they will keep filling that bad boy up all night. And it's crazy and wild how everybody tends to lose their red cup at some point. That's insane. But anyways, enough about the drinks and all that fun stuff. You know, it's 2025, man. Great day to be alive. Great day to be alive. What's going down, Miss CY? What you got for us today, girl? Yep. Nice. Happy birthday, Lou. How dare you, Lewis? Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely.
Ready to go.
I've got lots of red hairs.
But I wanted to share some facts that even if you are a Lewis Hamilton fan, you might not know about. And I've got a little bit of a sports spin that I'll start off with. Are you ready for this, Alk?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that Sir Lewis Hamilton is a partial owner of the Denver Broncos?
Absolutely not.
No, I didn't know that.
That's wild. And how long has this been a thing? How long has he been a partial owner of the Broncos? That's wild.
I think this is the second or third year that he's been part of the ownership group. I don't know if you remember, they kind of did like a big push for a new not like partial owners, small investment type owners. I really loved seeing Lewis's name. Condoleezza Rice is also an owner. I don't know, random. But they made an announcement a couple of years ago. He's been at a couple of games.
Pretty dope.
Does he live in does he have a Colorado home? Maybe what's the affinity for the Denver Broncos? Who knows?
Hey, they got some windy roads in Colorado, so I wouldn't doubt it. You know, getting those mountains, he might get some good old practice in up there in the Rockies.
One car through the mountains. Yeah. Can you imagine? I thought that was really cool. I mean, we're seeing a lot of ownership, celebrity ownership in teams. We talked about Patrick Mahomes as a partial owner in Alpine, the F1 team.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe we'll see more of it, but I thought that was a fun fact to start with. He's a partial owner of the Denver Broncos. He also launched we're talking about alcohol. Lewis Hamilton just a couple years ago launched Almave, which is a non-alcoholic like blue agave drink. It's gorgeous. It looks like it should be alcohol because it's got like this premium bottle, incredible commercials. It looks cool. I think that they're trying to get with is that you can still have fun and still look cool, and it doesn't have to include alcohol. And they do a really good job from a brand level on that rollout. So he launched that, I think it was in 23. It's been cool. They do a lot of good, cool promos. Obviously, he's the face of it. So I thought people might be interested to know that he also owns a non-alcoholic brand.
Yeah, that's very cool. I didn't realize that.
So, Unc, would you drink non-alcoholic blue agave?
Sure, I would.
He's like, yeah, for Lewis, I do it. I'll do it too. I'll fill up my cup. Okay, another fun fact. Are we ready? I feel like you guys are really blown away by these facts. Maybe I'm
all about fun facts all day, every day. Please.
You guys are blown away. I've never seen you guys more excited to hear. This one's gonna be good. Maybe Uncle will get excited about this one. Do we remember Christina Aguilera? She's made a comeback lately. You all seen her?
Yeah, I have not seen the comeback.
No, I have not seen the
but
comeback, but I know who she is.
Beautiful voice on that young lady, absolutely.
Oh, she is. She's made a comeback. She might not be making music lately, but I don't know if you guys have seen her lately. She took like a step back in time. She looks like she's 21 years old. In the best way. Like, I don't know who her, if you're Christina Aguilera's plastic surgeon, please send me a note.
I need to see this right now.
Pull her up. She looks incredible. I hope she's healthy and I hope she's happy on top of looking great, but she looks amazing. And this is a fun fact that TikTok taught me. Okay, my TikTok friends, if you're listening, I don't know if you can see my face or just my neck. Fun fact about Lewis Hamilton specific to Christina Aguilera. He had a verse in one of her songs in 2019.
What?
He has like an alias that he does music, and it's XNDA, and he slipped into this Christina Aguilera song. I had no idea. I was watching old TikToks, and George Russell, the Mercedes teams comes up to him and they're like, "Hey, what are you listening to?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm listening to Pipe by Christina Aguilera and Lewis Hamilton." And I was like, he can't be serious. And then I looked into it, and he actually has a line on the song. And I was like, damn, how did this? I need to know more. There's zero information about how this thing happened. But Lewis Hamilton isn't a Christina Aguilera song. Maybe
that's wild. Didn't know that. News
are you
to
looking
me.
her up right now? Please tell me you're looking her up.
Yeah, I just looked her up, and she fly. Goodness, she looked better than she did when she was younger.
I don't know what she looks literally like she did when she was 21.
Yeah.
I can't.
She been out of the entertainment space for a while, getting some healthy living going on.
Exactly. She looks healthy. Bless my girl. She looks good. All right. Those are my 3 really interesting facts, but let me hit you with some F1 related ones.
Yeah,
the list of records, this would take 2 hours of the show for me to do this. I'm just going to give you some highlights. The list of records for Lewis Hamilton. We talked about Senna. Senna is a well-known legacy driver for F1. We've talked about Schumacher. We've talked about all of these veteran, drivers in the sport. But Lewis still still is the GOAT. Okay. There's a lot. I mean, Max might have won his championships. Cool. He still has a long way to go to surpass Lewis on several of these.
Yeah.
I'm only going to give you a couple because it literally would take hours of the show. Record for most wins, record for most podiums, record for most seasons with a win, record for front row starts, and most championships for a single team. The list goes on by like 29 different records that he holds. So he literally is not just great, but literally the greatest. And it's going to take a long time for anyone really to catch up with him. Max is he's on a good trajectory.
Yep.
But when people talk about Lewis and why people might, I mean, I think sometimes people are like, why are you so disappointed that he hasn't won a championship? Like, you guys don't understand. Like,
Man,
there was
Lewis was that dude for years. Like, Max ain't, like, he hadn't scraped the surface of what Lewis did in F1, you know, and I wasn't even watching F1 back then, but I still knew who Lewis Hamilton was. Yeah. You know? Like, because that dude was winning like every damn race, it seemed.
He's a cultural, like, icon in the sport, but he also has just done some really incredible things with the causes he cares about. He is a huge voice and advocate, like, on and off the track. He's done a lot. I think he's pushed F1 to do more as well, especially in the last 5 years or so. He's been a huge voice for them. And he deserves to have their respect. He's commanded a whole new wave of an audience, myself included. So, yeah, interesting. But
he's like Tiger Woods to F1, you know?
Yeah. Let's hope he doesn't have as much strange drama that happens from the career. But
without the windshield smashes and you know, the drunken nights and wrecks in the mountain. Well, hell, he was wrecked in the mountains in California. So Lou, stay in Colorado, Lou. Stay in Denver.
A lot of that behavior, Tiger got that from Earl.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, a lot of behavior. He got that from Earl.
Yeah, I believe it.
No, not seriously. Yeah. He really did.
Yeah, and I don't know enough about Earl, but I can imagine.
Earl was a military man, and you know,
Tiger was getting his ass whooped by those Navy SEALs. Like, that's why he hurt his legs and his knees. I don't know if you know about this.
No.
Yeah, that's how he hurt his knee. Getting his ass whooped by Navy SEALs.
Well,
he wanted to go train with Navy SEALs. And you know, when you part of their training is fighting each other. Yeah. And they beat the crap out of Tiger.
Absolutely.
Every year. And he went for what, 4 or 5 years, didn't he?
Yeah. That's what took his career down ultimately, like with injuries or whatever. What up, Ranveer Bro from India? What's going down, big dog? You love cricket? Hey, we got to get some cricket expertise, man, around here. You know? You know? I can
Cricket's
talk about.
Actually very popular here in Dallas. Did you know that we've had some like championship like tournaments?
Yeah, they got a cricket stadium over in Grand Prairie.
And you know what? I don't know one rule of cricket, but I so love to watch it. Yeah, no, seriously.
Oh yeah,
man, I watch cricket and I'll be like, well, I wonder what that is.
Well, it trips me out there.
I mean, you know, you can tell when they get a score.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying the ins and outs, I don't know.
Yeah,
but it's a fun game to watch.
Yeah, it is. Me and my son used to go to the park in Plano, and every Sunday morning it'd be a ton of dudes out there playing cricket. So we used to watch them get down a little bit. I can watch any sport if some dudes are competing. But anyway, sorry about that, CY.
No,
more
my
fun
God,
facts.
I can talk sports all day. Even if it's not Formula 1. I know you guys think like I'm just a Formula 1 NHL girl, but I could talk about other sports too.
CY is off the chain. You know, you have a
I'll come back with my
cricket
expertise next time. But
cool.
Those are my fun facts. But I forgot to mention this, but do you guys remember the Pussycat Dolls?
Mm-hmm.
Lewis had a very long relationship. Now I'm trying to draw why was he in a Christina Aguilera song? Like, why would he even know her? Why would he be doing music? But he dated Nicole, the face of the Pussycat Dolls. She was in the paddock on camera. I mean, she was the wag to know.
Man, that is a serious celebrity crush of mine. Like,
oh, are you so jealous right now?
Oh man, I love Lewis even more now.
They were together. Like, I don't know, it was like 6 or 7 years. She was
wow.
She was like, I don't know. He had quite the glow up after their breakup. So maybe he and Christina were like, let's make some revenge music. I actually met one of the Pussycat Dolls
at Park Place over in Highland Park. I think that's the name, not Park Place, the Park House, I think it is.
Oh yeah.
I met her 4 years ago. That's pretty cool. Kayla Jones.
Nice.
Yeah, she's pretty dope. Pretty dope human being.
I've never met any of. I don't think so. I've never seen them perform or do anything. I used to. We won't talk about Diddy, but I met the girls from Danity Kane.
Oh, nice.
Back in the day at Fort Worth, Texas, when they first came out, they did like a performance at the PX, which is like the Army base Walmart, and there was a line wrapped around the parking lot to meet Danity Kane. So that's the closest I've gotten to the Pussycat Dolls, which is still very far, very far. The Walmart brand Pussycat Dolls, Danity Kane.
Not even close.
they had one good song, and that show was fun to watch, but we don't support Diddy anymore. Who knows what he's up to? But yeah, I mean, those are my Lewis Hamilton facts I had to share. Some of them are new for me. I had no idea he was a musician on top of all of the incredible things that he's done. But
Lou jumping on that mic, but wanted to be a rapper.
He's done it all. So, but yeah, I wanted to talk about one not minor, but a cool announcement that came out of Formula One, and then I'll get into the stars. But Puma has been a long-time supporter of Mercedes, the team that Lewis is leaving. Yeah. And they've just signed a multi-year deal with Adidas to do their uniforms, and not just for the drivers. They call it the team kit. So like their merch, everything they wear inside of, once they walk through those gates, they put on their team kit. The drivers get it. The pit crew members have it. The like admin and PR and social media people will get outfits. And I think that's really cool. So I'm excited to see what the kit looks like. I'm interested to see how they might tweak things and change things. But Puma's been a longtime supporter. Tommy Hilfiger is a massive supporter of Mercedes and Lewis, so I'm sure he'll follow Lewis. But yeah, I thought Adidas was a cool thing. I'm excited to see the sponsorship changes. Given that Carlos is over at Williams, Lewis is headed to Ferrari. Like, what kind of big shifts we're going to see outside of the big global brands we already know about, like LVMH and AWS and Crypto.com and all those guys. I'm excited to see how the teams adjust and change. But I thought Adidas was a cool one. I hope they roll out some like cool shoes. And I guess the more important thing, we should get some merch. Is they're doing stuff for the fans too. So they'll have stuff that the fans can buy.
So they can start getting like jerseys almost, or something like a kit almost, right? Because I know Red Bull was selling some stuff, but that's not Adidas. Team
merch, so we'll see. I like it. I think they're a great partner for it, and obviously with the global reach of F1, I think Adidas is a perfect fit.
Very cool.
We'll see. I thought it was a big announcement. The fans are really excited about it. So yeah, I'm pumped about it. We'll see. Maybe I'll show up. Well, I'm a Ferrari girl now, so maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
Like in 2001, 2002, I feel like Adidas was a part of racing back then, because there was an Adidas racing shoe that I know I purchased that was very popular back in the day.
Oh,
maybe. But I'll show it to you. I'll pull it up and show you what I'm talking about.
Please do.
I wonder if they were previously in the F1, prior to this deal. That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, they might have been. I mean, you know how they go kind of through waves where they'll work with different brands and across other sports too, right? Like Nike dominates, I feel like, most US sports, but we'll see how it plays out. I think it'll look really cool. And I don't know, I'm a huge fan of not just a shirt or a jersey, but how do you make something wearable, athletic, even if you're not a driver or you're not a pit crew member, like making it feel really nice and high quality. I liked the stuff they did with Tommy Hilfiger for Mercedes back in the day. I got one Lewis shirt, which I wonder now is worth something because it got his 44 number on it. So we'll see.
Probably so. Is he keeping 44 when he goes over to Ferrari?
Pretty positive he won't be changing it. And a fun fact about Formula One in general, when someone wins a championship, you'll notice that Max Verstappen's number, his driver number, is number 1. They get first dibs on that. So if they win the championship, they get to say like if they want to be number 1 or not. And Lewis has not ever taken that deal. So he's stayed 44, even when he's won. And that's why I like that guy.
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
That guy's like, absolutely not. But I also think like, thank God, because like if you've had his stuff, you don't want to change the number. Like it's cool to
for sure.
Have 44.
For sure.
I'm like, what up, Lex? He's like, I don't need your number 1.
Meanwhile, I ain't switching it up. Come on now. I'm Lewis. I know better.
I like
no, that's what's up. That's good to know. So, but so what's going on with these Dallas Stars? I hear they're not home right now.
Well, they've been on they've got a road trip. So last night they were out in New York against the Rangers. I think it's the first of 5 in a row away from home, which I feel like is is brutal. However, the boys won in overtime last night with help from my guy, Jamie Benn. This extends their winning streak to 5 games, which has been really nice. Now, they were down 3-0 in that game. So to come back, tie it, and then win in overtime, I think was killer. As you guys know, in overtime is sudden death for hockey. So it is a very stressful couple of minutes. Stars had a couple of years where if we were headed into overtime, I did not feel good. If I was at the game, I'd start to leave because I was like, we just did not. And this is like 5 years ago. We really struggled in overtime, but it was really cool to see Jamie get that final point in, and with help from our guy Jason Robertson.
Nice.
But yeah, I think I think what a nice way to come back, right? You're down 3-0, come back, tie it up, and then win it in overtime. What do you think celebrations were like afterwards? I'm like,
they were going insane. They were down 3-0, came back and won in overtime. Yeah, man. Like, they got to get some rest before the next game.
That has
because that's how you get on one of those emotional highs and then come out super flat in the next game. But I'm sure they kicked it all night long after that one.
I would.
They were on the road?
I would be sitting at my hotel ordering a ribeye and fries to celebrate. But yeah, I hear you on that. Like, coming from the high and then having to play multiple games away from home. But I think they got it. We've got plenty of games left. I'm excited for them. But it was fun. I can't remember if I've talked about this before, but if you are a Dallas Stars fan or not, you're trying to figure out how to watch and tune in. They spun up a very smart shout out to my guys over there streaming app called Victory Plus, and we'll talk tech for just a second if you don't mind. As somebody who's like hyper aware of like user experience and user like how a journey of using an app or a new tech product is for a consumer like us or a fan, of all the team apps and streaming platforms that are out there, being able to watch on Victory Plus and not have to use Bally's and all the RSN different logins and DirecTV and all these things, like so easy to make a login and watch Stars games anywhere. So you can I AirPlay it to my TV. You can log in on your apps. You have of all the streaming platforms, I think they crushed with Victory Plus. So if y'all want to watch games and you don't know how, they have an app for it.
Hey, I'm just glad they're no longer. What was that horrible channel that the Rangers and the Mavs had to play on?
It's like Valley Southwest.
Oh my gosh, I'm glad they done with Valley. I just say that much.
Messy. It was hard. I mean, it's hard. I really feel for people on the right side, trying to land these deals and make it easy for local, fans to watch. I totally get it, but man, it was kind of brutal. But the Mavs have
especially when they're throwing dollars at you like that.
Exactly. I like the Victory Plus app. I think it's cool. They show a graphic at the bottom, a little ticker that shows how long everyone's been on the ice, who's there. They pop up different content. I'd love to see, I'm biased, but I'd love to see some predictive analytics on there too. I think it'd be cool to introduce there's a lot of space on the screen, which is good. I like kind of the clean look, but Victory Plus, it's an awesome way to watch. You got plenty of games coming up to tune into.
Yeah, space on the screen might have been cool 10 years ago, but we consider that to be digital real estate in 2025. So get some money, get that empty space up off of there, get some sponsors on there. Speaking of sponsors, you see we have some clean space on our screen currently. So any of you sponsors out there, we have plenty of digital real estate for you guys. Go ahead, give me a shout, hit me up in the inbox, man. We got you. We'll put you right there.
We'll
right
swap
there.
out Jonathan's YouTube sweater for a I don't know, who should we call up? Ferrari, Mercedes, Adidas.
Hey, for the YouTube sweater?
Yeah, swap it out.
Hey,
I'll wear a Ferrari
straight Gucci or Louis. How about Louis? We can call Louis and get them to design. It's got a little Louis-esque print going on up top here, the little not really, but I can see Louis doing something nice.
I can see Unc with a stylish logo on his shirt too. What could we could pick one for him?
Hey, Unc will be the greatest advertisement ever.
I think Louis would be great. Let's get Louis.
Let me throw my
Louis Vuitton campaign around here. Let's get a Louis collab with the sports and tech.
Hey, there's Formula One sponsors. There might be a way in, guys. There might be a way. Let me make some phone calls. That's actually I gotta hold on, Unc. I'm calling. I gotta pick up my phone.
Oh, you call it?
Hey, we just got to show them we got these billionaires watching the show. That's it. You know how our audience is, man. We got them big cake getters over here watching the show, man.
Yeah.
Shoot some
old
cash.
money.
Shoot some money out of my house.
Old money watching the show. You know how we get down over here.
Yeah.
You know, it's falling from the sky.
There we go.
But no, man, see why? I mean, it's been awesome so far. I'm so excited about 2025, man. Everything you're gonna come with this year, man. Unfortunately, you couldn't backdoor your championship in fantasy football. But we do have a new fantasy football winner this year, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. I don't know about that, man. No, dog, man. It's been some crazy comments come through on YouTube today, and we just remove them and keep on moving along. But let me remove this user.
I will be back next week for updates. Thanks for listening to my Lewis Hamilton. Lewis, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Lo! Crank up.
Drop more music this year. That's my goal for Lewis. I want to hear more songs. So y'all have to look them up.
Yeah, we got you. But now y'all know what it is, man. Thank you so much, Miss CY, for the first lady of F1 and NHL report coming at you. Happy birthday, Lewis Hamilton.
Happy birthday, Lewis. Love y'all. Bye.
Love you.
All right, love
See
you too.
Bye. Peace. Yeah, man, that is the first lady of F1, Miss Christiana. Yeah, bruh. Shout out, Miss Christiana. Where my horns at? Let's go. Crank up, man. Crank up. So yeah, let me go on and switch up this music real quick because it's time to go hard, man. So I got to get that hard music in here. As we switch up these topics for the day, man. Jump over to these good sports. So, I got to play some of that familiar rap music. We're not going to take it to the trap. We're just going to go with the regular old rap music, the hip hop.
No, we don't do the trap music.
We're going to do the hip hop music today.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, if you're out there, man, first of all, appreciate y'all tuning in, man. If you're out there, man, see something, say something, go ahead and hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe, that share, man. Go ahead and subscribe to the show. Make sure you definitely do that. Hit that notification bell, man, all that good stuff. You know the routine, man. Knock it out, man. Enjoy yourself while you're at it. What up, Philly, Eric? Yeah, man, it's going down. But you ready to jump into these topics up?
Oh yeah. I'm ready to jump in, man. We enjoyed the first lady, and she had some interesting tidbits of information.
Yeah.
So but now we ready to move on to what we got to talk about.
Well, speaking of tidbits, we'll start with F1. This FS1 conversation with old Joy Taylor and Skip Bayless and Emmanuel Acho over there having a Diddy style freak offs at F1. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what they were doing?
Hey, you say, let's start with Joy Taylor. Well, first
Somebody's
of all,
supposed to be getting sued or something.
We got to start with Skip Bayless, okay? Currently, Skip Bayless is being sued by his former hairdresser, right, for sexual harassment at the end of the day. Basically, they're saying that Skip Bayless offered this lady $1.5 million to have sex with him. She said no. Skip kind of hated on Shannon. He was like, "Hey, you smashing Shannon? Won't you smash me?" So I guess Shay Shay was getting in, getting in where the getting's good, And Skip wanted to bite at that apple too. He didn't understand since they weren't in a relationship; they were just having relations. Skip was like, "Well, why not me? You do my hair every day." And evidently, she didn't appreciate those passes, but in the story that she has come out with, or whatever you want to call it, the claim, is that what it's called?
Okay.
She has also spoken to the fact that Joy Taylor, one of the popular analysts on that show, she's on several shows. I guess she's more of a moderator for the most part on a lot of the F1 shows.
Whatever.
Yeah, so she evidently was getting it in where it fit in. She was having sex to climb that totem pole. Literally speaking, I guess I can say right now to that. So she was doing what it do. Evidently, her and Emmanuel Acho were getting close and doing things, and she evidently had sex with several guys over at Fox Sports. Meanwhile, she was married and got divorced behind it all. And now this is all coming out in a nice little dirty, filthy little story. Oh yeah, and that's Jason Taylor's little sister.
Okay, so the woman that's telling it, that's her side of the story.
Yeah.
You know, there's 3 sides to every story.
Absolutely.
Her side, Joy Taylor's side, each person's side and the real truth.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't gonna never know the real truth, but this is what it sounds like to me. When you're so interested, I'm gonna say it like this. To me, I'm gonna take it like this. Maybe she wanted to do what Joy Taylor was doing.
Yeah.
Why you worry about what Joy Taylor doing?
Yeah.
Because Joy Taylor, grown woman, you are too. And if Joy Taylor can use what she do to get what she want, that's up to Joy Taylor. So why you telling it now?
Yeah.
Why you didn't tell it while it was happening?
Exactly.
I mean, you know, all that kind of stuff, man.
It seemed like there's some jealousy going on there. She was the hairdresser.
And when people start putting other people's name in their mouth, they did this, they did that. What part in it did you play?
Yeah.
Why you trying to point all the fingers?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's just the way Uncle is. And to me, what she said has no validity to me because it sounds like that she wished she was Joy Taylor.
And I'm just like, what is the purpose of coming out with all this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's the purpose of telling somebody else what you so-called say their business? And if you don't have any proof of it, it's just hearsay, so it's not admissible in court. So shut the hell up.
Yeah, and the proof thing is a real deal. But evidently there were some text messages passed along, and her and Joy Taylor were they had a relationship. They were friends or whatever, quote unquote, friends. Friends, right? And you know, I don't know what was going on there, but you know, Skip been going ham on people for a long time on TV, man.
Yeah, and then that's the whole thing.
Hey, man, that's what happens when you going in on somebody. You know, like for a living. Boy, hey, your closet, man. Hey, your house better be clean, bro.
Absolutely, yeah.
Your house better be clean. What was you about to say, though?
But you know, like I said, all of it's just you know. All of it is just hearsay. I mean, and to me, I don't give a damn what Joy Taylor, Emmanuel Acho, or Shannon Sharp is doing in their personal life.
Yeah, I don't either.
All I want to do is, I want Shay to come on and tell him some of them old country saying that his granddaddy told him, which make a whole lot of sense, and then talk about football. And other than that, I really don't give a damn what him, Acho, or none of them doing.
It's like she just wanted to expose some people. You know, I know she took it. Skip's no longer with Fox, so I know she's suffering significant financial loss there. But it's like, yo, why didn't you bring this up when it was happening?
And that's that old...
Like, that's that stuff that bothers me about a lot of these situations.
And that's that old crab in the barrel mentality.
Yeah.
Y'all up, I'm down. I'm going to reach up, seek, and I pull y'all back down here while, man. That's that crab in the barrel mentality.
Absolutely.
So let's move on to the next one.
But hey, man, I'm just saying,
it's just wild and crazy, man.
Pimpin' Skip.
Yeah.
New nickname, Pimpin' Skip.
Oh, hey. And this is the thing.
What up, Ryan? What's good, big dog? Appreciate you joining us, nephew. Yes, sir. We in the building.
I got a good one. I was hoping you were going to be on.
We got LeBron and MJ coming at you later, too. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good day. Good day. But yeah, man. So you know, I don't judge nobody, man. Joy, you do what you do, man. You ain't the first one. You know, you ain't gonna be the last one. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just
Skip ain't the first one. He ain't gonna be the last.
Ain't gonna be the last.
Acho ain't the first. He ain't the last. Shannon ain't either.
Hey,
so y'all keep it moving and don't even. And I'm gonna tell you the best way to make that all that go, man. Just talk about what you talk about and don't even talk about that.
Yeah.
If I was Shannon, I wouldn't even talk about it.
And she fine though.
Yeah, it's all right.
She's fine.
Hey. I see fine women every day.
Every day, man.
I wake up my eyes, look over there at my wife, she fine.
Yeah, straight up. Mine too.
Don't
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't worried about it.
Hey, ain't worried about it at all.
Like I say, Uncle ain't hating, but he sure ain't congratulating either.
So man. Well, that's enough with sexy time.
Yeah, that's enough for that bullshit.
We done with sexy time. On to the next. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with Miss Zay Green. We had her on about a month ago, but when she was on the show, I challenged her. Hey, you gonna get that average up to 20 points a game or what? And she was like, you know, I ain't worried about scoring as long as winning. You know what I'm saying? As long as we winning, I'm straight. She doing all of it right now.
Oh yeah, she get our average up to 20, and if you get your average up to 20 in the right way, it's going to help your team win. And like she said, and if everything fall into place for her team to win, she got to get 20 quite a bit.
Hey, I'm gonna say this right now: Alabama is sitting at rank, I think 18, They're 15-1 on the season. They started SEC play with 2-0. They started with Florida last week, and they beat Missouri on Sunday. And in those 2 games, Zay has scored a combined 50 points.
Yeah,
so she averaging 25 in the conference right now. Right? And against Florida, she went for 27 points, 6 assists, and 4 boards. And then backdoored that against Missouri with 23 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And 2 wins. Beat Florida 79-69. They beat Missouri. I don't have the score in front of me right here, but they got that good dub by a size of a margin, man. And them girls in Alabama, man, they are not playing no games. And I hope they continue to stay under the radar.
And I think they are.
Tournament time, they're going to shock some folks.
And I think they are move up in the ranking.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, Bet US got NCAA women's basketball as well. And we letting y'all know right now, Alabama is one to bet on. Okay? As long as Zay is healthy. And they out there shooting like this. Man, Zay shooting 53% from the field right now. It's pretty wild, man. Yeah, Ryan. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, she right.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Zay's going in. So, hey, if you haven't been watching, man, tune in to the show so y'all can meet Zay Green here first. Had a show a couple weeks ago. We got a special clip, video, a 5-minute clip of the interview, 15 minutes, however long it was. Meet Zay Green and then go watch her ball out because she is balling right now. And she will be that top draft pick, in that top 5, top 10 draft picks in the WNBA this year. So, had to say.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Had to let you know what's going down with Zay. And she'll be playing against University of Texas on Thursday. So y'all tune in. That's Alabama ranked number 19 versus number 5 Texas. Be ready for an upset. That's all I got to tell you, man. Zay coming with it. She coming with it like that for sure. She owns that arena. Actually, she's won a few state championships over there already.
Oh, yeah.
Very comfortable territory. Very comfortable territory over there for her. But we'll keep this train rolling, man. Y'all know how we like to get down. So next up, we on to the NC double. Let me see here. Make sure they're not all open at once. And they were. First and foremost, Unc. Did you see? Travis Hunter received the Sports Illustrated Breakout Star of the Year award. What you think about that, Unc? Do you agree with Sports Illustrated on that?
Oh, yeah. I don't even know if... I don't even know if he was a breakout star, but he was a star. I don't know if he was a breakout. Everybody already knew he was. Yeah. Breakout means like new, but yeah, I agree with all the stuff that Travis got, man. People just get it mixed up. Uncle's not going to act astounded or be astounded by nothing because it's the whole thing. It's some more stuff coming. It's some more stuff. It's a lot of things that's only been done before, and it's a lot of things going to be done. It's going to be some things done that we ain't never seen before.
Oh, for sure.
It's going to be some more, and guess what? I ain't going to be astounded by that either because guess what? What Travis done may not ever be done again. Yeah. So we don't know when we see something done. So let's, just act like, okay, that's great. And let's move on to the next one.
Well, looking back, can you be astounded by what Travis did? That no one else has done that? Since we haven't seen nobody else do it?
So we haven't seen it, but it has been done before. Am I astounded by it? No.
You're not?
No.
So even when it's something that no one's ever done before?
No, somebody have done it before. We haven't seen it.
Well, even if it's something that you haven't seen somebody do before.
No. How can I be astounded when it's been done before?
Because you haven't seen it, huh?
But that don't mean it's so much stuff Unc hasn't seen. It's so much stuff Unc haven't seen. I'm just saying. It's so much. So if I get astounded, I'll be astounded all day, every day. Sometimes I can drive down my street and I see shit that I've never seen before. I'll be like, damn. Yeah. So I'll be astounded too much. Yeah. I mean, I'm saying it's great and I appreciate it for what it was, but I'm not going to overhype it. I'm not going to, take it out of context.
I ain't taking it out of context, but I think it's special what the young man did.
I never didn't say it wasn't special.
Well, you said you wasn't,
No, I'm not astounded because
by it.
I have seen so much special stuff, man.
Yeah,
I really
that's
have.
right. But you don't get astounded every time you see something special?
No, I would stay astounded.
I mean, that's a good state to be in, though.
No.
It ain't?
No.
That's too much. That's too much surprising.
I gotta say it like this. No, I'm just saying. I'm
keep
not
a cool head, stay out of the news
headlines. And then I go down there, I'm astounded again.
Yeah. Got to keep it cool. Hey, not too much credit. We can give you some credit, but not too much of that good credit,
we can't act like it's like you say, we have not seen it before.
Yeah, you're right.
We have not seen it before.
You're right. But shout out Travis Hunter, man.
Yeah, shout out. Now, you deserve the Heisman. You deserve all the stuff you got.
Yeah, man. The Sports Illustrated.
Because this is the thing.
The Noonish Awards, which is
all
the
that.
most amazing of all of them, man. Travis Hunter just cleaned up, bro. Proud of you, dude. And I'm team Travis Hunter. I got you, man.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime talk down on you and say you ain't special, or you ain't doing that, that's astounding or crazy.
This is what I said
Before. I got you, dog. I promise.
This is what I said. For all the special talents that he had.
Yeah.
See, Unc is more about winning the individual accomplishment.
Yeah.
With all the special talent that he had and all the awards he got, Colorado was 9-4 and lost their bowl game.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, if they would have been 12 and 13-0, won the bowl game, been number one, won the national championship, I would have been astounded. Because I'm like, Travis took his team and did all this with his team.
Yep.
I mean, that's what I'm astounded more about winning than individual accomplishments in a team sport.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm just being honest.
No doubt.
I'm
with you on that.
Because we got something coming up in a minute that I'm going to be like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
And
no
I
doubt.
think you know what it is.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But hey,
on to the next one.
Hey, Travis, shout out to you, big dog.
Yeah, shout out, man. You
keep
phenomenal
winning, big dog.
and you great and all that.
And by the way, Marcus Allen came out and said he does believe you can play both ways in NFL.
I
do too. Because of the rule changes. It's a soft game, and you can definitely do it, dog. Boys can't hit no more. What up, Chris Harris? What's going down, big dog? Hey, Chris said that's real, Lump. Hey, it is real, bro. That's absolutely real, man. If you want the real, you come here every week, man.
Yeah, come in, check us out, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm going to keep it real. A lot of people don't.
There's no fraudulence over here. No fraudulence whatsoever going down over here, big dog. But yeah, shout out Chris Harris, what's going down? Shout out James Mosley, John, what's going down? Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. But we're going to keep this train rolling on to the next. Here's another astounding thing that took place, huh? And I'm sure this isn't the first time this has ever happened, but news came out. The Indiana University starting quarterback, without out of the playoffs, put out, let me go ahead and pick up my guy.
Put out by Notre Dame.
Put out by my guys, right? I'm going to go ahead and just have this conversation like this. Remind you, since we're talking about Indiana. But yeah, the young buck came out, and he played the entire season with a torn ACL, huh? Strapped it up. Played our entire season with a torn ACL at quarterback. Have you seen that before?
I done seen so much Say, let me tell you something. No, for real.
So that ain't that astounding.
I am going to pull my medical records out for you.
Yeah.
Your uncle tore an ACL in the 70s. It has never been surgically repaired.
Are you serious?
All these track and field, all these 10-5s and 6s and 4s and 48 quarter mile was done with a torn ACL. I have not had it surgically repaired to this day.
Does it feel right at this point? Or do you even know what right felt like at this point?
I adjusted to it. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
All the track that you know about your uncle running.
With a torn ACL, that's crazy.
Man.
Are you serious right now?
I can go down and get my...
We're going to get to Tyreek, Chris. We're going to get to Tyreek.
Yeah, so I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So,
that's crazy. Yeah. Well, hey.
I lived a whole life with it.
Hey, well, you
played
know what?
Football,
hey, first off,
basketball, track and field, all that with a torn ACL in leagues on different levels.
Yeah. So what y'all don't realize is this. It's very. It's two. Hold on. Let me get that back right. I don't know why my camera itty-jitty on me right there, but we straight. We got buttons for that. So y'all don't know it, but it's two very special athletes up here that are speaking right now. So
trying to brag or nothing.
The stories that we tell often sound like lies or braggadocious or fibs or something when it's just like what happened. Like we are telling you like truth, like statements, like recollection of what took place. Not trying to brag on nothing, but my uncle ran a 10-4, 10-5 with a torn ACL. Like, God, dog. That's
but all I
insane.
did, and this is the whole thing. I got basketball trophies down there right now. But you know when I tore my ACL in a basketball game in the military, they said, "Oh, they say either have it surgically repaired or never play basketball again." I was like, "Okay, I ain't gonna play basketball no more." That was in about October. Around about March or April when summer league got again, I put a brace on and I limped the first part. Yeah. And then I built up my stamina. Then I taught myself to jump off the other leg.
Wow. So
my basketball game was ugly. I was jumping off my left leg, shooting with the right
Oh,
hand.
my gosh.
So you know that was so awkward, you know. And then after
That sound like Dirk.
Yeah, and then after I did that so long,
That's Dirkish.
and then my knee healed back.
Yeah.
And
Hey, man, the human body is the most amazing invention, creation ever.
Yeah,
Like, insane.
And I'm not making that up, right?
I believe it. I believe it 100%.
I can that's in my military record.
Yeah.
Torn ACL.
Yeah.
In 1977, I think.
Wow, that's crazy. Thank you, disability. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, Unc.
Yeah.
That's insane. Well, Unc is Wolverine, come to find out.
So-
I didn't realize it
so
until
that's
today.
why a whole lot of stuff. I don't be trying to, cause a whole lot of people like, oh, that's how brilliant y'all right. No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of things that have been done.
Oh, yeah.
It just ain't, and that is phenomenal
Yeah.
that he could do that,
That's
but
tough.
I'm just saying.
I call that tough as nails.
Yeah, they just got to tough it out,
And
man.
shout out to you, Curtis Rourke, for having a tough mind and being able to take your doggone team to the playoff with a torn ACL. That's pretty dope.
That's pretty tough.
That's pretty damn dope. So,
And we ain't seen that before. See there go something else we ain't seen. I mean, I'm just saying, so much if you find out, you can be looking at something that's never been done before.
Yep.
But if you don't know it, if somebody don't tell you this ain't never been done before, you won't know it.
exactly. How you gonna know? How you gonna know? So moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
All right, so last week we had the quarterfinals of the CFP, so we'll recap those first before we go into the games coming up starting tomorrow. So, we talked about that Penn State and Boise State matchup already last week. Penn State dominated them boys. Ashton Janty looked like another running back, right? Nothing too special that day. 3.5 yards a carry, which is, solid for an NFL running back, right? But he wasn't that Heisman looking candidate against a more competition, but people say different things about that. Not necessarily, not saying that that's the reason why, but I think that's why he ran for so many yards this year. But anyway, I think he's going to be an excellent professional running back. And let me say that he's going to be solid in the NFL.
If he go to who won it?
Who?
The Chargers. If you go to the Chargers,
that's gonna be great.
With a good quarterback and some good wide receivers, and probably decent teammates.
If he goes to the Chargers, that's a wrap because they got Blake Corum from Michigan last year. They got some, and they just got Zeke, and we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, that Boise State game, man, went the way we thought it would. They are who we thought they were. And then that UT and Arizona State game was going on while we were on the show last week. Scatterboo got MVP of the game in a losing effort. Had receiving touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, passing through for a touchdown. His team lost though, but Scatterboo balled out. Right? What you think about that game, huh? I know. I
You
know
can't
we
get
were doing the show,
MVP. You cannot. I mean, it's pretty much a standard rule. You can't get MVP on a losing team.
but you're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to.
What's my boy for in the NBA?
And I'm gonna say, who is that?
The logo. Didn't he do it?
Yeah, he the one all. That was in the '60s.
Yeah.
people don't do that no more.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
crazy.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
Jerry West. Shout out Jerry West.
You
right
know,
there.
because LeBron James really should have got MVP against the Golden State Warriors, but they wouldn't give it to a losing person.
Yeah, what up, Ron? What up? Hey,
You
y'all
know.
best screen for your boy, man.
Yeah, that's all. So it's a
Yeah,
lot.
that's wild.
Yeah, so now I mean, and I'm gonna say this, but did you
Yeah,
see
Jay
some of
got
the
it.
holes
Ron, you
that
right, bro.
Scatterboo had?
Yeah,
did you
man.
see the
Hey,
holes
them boys,
that he had?
anybody could have ran through that. Anybody could have ran through that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It all the teammates got a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
If Ashton Gentry would have had that line against Penn State, blowing them kind of holes, he'd have had 100-something yards.
Yeah.
The teammates matter way more.
Oh yeah,
than
no
people.
doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
And they,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
give credit to, man. In this
And
day and age.
and your level of competition.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we have established that on this show because I got a level of competition thing coming up for you.
Okay, right on, yeah. But Texas went off and took that game like we thought they would. Shout out to them Longhorns. Hook 'em.
Yeah,
Hook
we
'em.
picked them.
Hook 'em. And on to the game I really want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? All you Bulldog, Go Dogs fans out there. Oh, them dogs gonna kick your ass. All them dog fans out there talking that cash money hot shiznit. Ain't all.
Oh.
I told you. the more we keep winning, the more of that song I'm gonna give out. You know, when we win the whole thing, I'll sing the whole song. But until then,
just say that song.
You gotta save it a little bit. But yeah,
save a little of it until then.
Tell me your thoughts on that Notre Dame and Georgia game, Mark, and then I'll tell you mine.
All these games got Notre Dame won the game. So no matter what you say, Notre Dame won the game. But all these games had some little players that win the portal, want to go pro, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Some of them got a little calls and all that, but all that don't matter. The only thing win matters the one that win the law. Yeah. Notre Dame won, Georgia lost.
Yep, facts.
So Georgia could say they didn't have backup quarterback or something. They kept saying.
They can say what they want to say.
But it didn't matter. But that's how I go all the time. Hey. It don't matter. See, a lot of people think it matter how you play the game. Yeah. No, it don't. It matter whether you win or lose.
Yeah, facts. Big facts. That's
it. It don't matter about this, that, or the other. Yeah. If you didn't win, you lost.
Yeah. Hey, Ben, you know there will be a watch party. What up, Ben Smith? Hey, welcome back, big dog. Yeah, we'll have a watch party tomorrow night for the Penn State Notre Dame game. Oh, for sure. And we gonna be live, cranked all the way up, and ready for that one, dog. Yeah. We don't play no games when it comes to that. The portal is trash, y'all. You ain't a fan of the portal, Chris Harris? Man,
let me say this to Ryan. I don't know, but okay, that's the third person that I know that got the MVP on the losing team. The other two was Chuck Howley for the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. He got it when they lost to the Baltimore Colts, and the one that and Jerry West. Those are the only three, and you usually don't get an MVP on a losing team. You just usually don't.
Yeah. No, that's
no matter what you do, you usually don't get it.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact. Oh man, I just messed that up. Let me do that back real quick. Let me lock that up. But yeah, no, you got to have a hell of a game to get MVP on a losing effort.
And even if you do, you still won't give it to you. Man.
Yeah, the odds are very not likely.
Not likely.
Yeah, for sure. But hold on, let me get this thing right.
When you lead the NBA Finals in scoring, rebound, and assists, and Andre Iguodala get the MVP, that if you can't get it for doing that, nobody should ever get it.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's I still can't believe Iguodala got that MVP that year like that. Yeah. And that's just my opinion on that. Like that was bogus to me. LeBron did way too much. I think it was clear that he was the MVP of that thing, but took that L.
Yeah, they took that L. And you can't get it with can't get it with the L.
Yeah.
And that was the sealing factor that you can't ever get it with an L. Yeah. Now you come around and change it for Scatterboo.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly, man. Shout out Scatterboo, but Texas got that win.
Scatterboo did his thing.
Yeah. So Texas got that win, man. Golden went off, man. I think he had like 180-something yards catching in that game, man. So, shout out to UT for having that hot start and been able to hold on at the end.
Did you hear about Arch maybe going in the portal?
Hey, I don't doubt it. I'm sure North Carolina, offered him a bag. I'm sure Belichick want a little piece of Manning, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's going to go down like that. But I don't think Texas is going to let him leave. Texas is going to give him that job.
And then
Quinn Ewers is not coming back to Texas.
And then, not only that, whatever North Carolina gave it, Texas can
match.
No. I can raise you.
Absolutely.
I can raise you. Texas can raise North Carolina.
That's a fact.
Or anybody else.
Yeah. And they will.
So we'll just see.
They will raise them. I can't see Arch going nowhere, but I definitely see Quinn going to North Carolina last year. I'm calling that. That.
Yeah, you called that earlier.
And then that Ohio State versus Oregon game was surprising to a lot of people, but like I said, I thought Ohio State was going to win that matchup.
Oh, yeah, you said that.
Oregon to me is one of them Joel Embiid type, shallow teams. Like, yeah, they look good during the season. But come playoff time,
Oregon always like that, though.
Yeah, man. I just don't believe in them like that. I don't believe in them like that. They don't have.
What conference are they in now?
I have no idea. I think they're in the Big Ten.
That's what I don't know where half of these teams are, man. And when they did away with
the Pac-10,
yeah, man, that just discombobulated me. I'm like, if the Pac-10, and I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be done away with next, I believe the Big 12.
You think so?
I mean, because the Big 12 shouldn't have been more stable than because Texas and And OU, all of them gone.
Yeah.
So they're unstable.
But it's crazy because the Big 12 seems like they're the better conference of the two between them and the SEC, the way they've been playing this year.
Yeah.
The way the SEC been playing in these bowl games. Yeah. Do you think Ryan Grubbs returns to help Kellen DeBar at Alabama next season? Oh, I don't know. I don't know enough. I don't follow Alabama enough, man. They're gonna need a lot more. They need Nick Saban to come back if they really want some things to shake around
Nick
there.
Don't want to deal with that portal, man.
Nick don't want nothing to do with it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, what up, Newell? Yeah, what's good, Newell? Hey, did you get your baby mama situation figured out, bro? You know what I'm saying? I know you was, leaving one of your girls for her sister or something like that, or something was going on. Did you get that figured out, though, is what I'm trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? I know say he did it for the team. Yeah, bro. That's teamwork right there, big dog.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate you tuning back in, bro. Hey, share this whole show, bro. Knockout. Saban ain't coming back. Nah, he is not coming back. That boy is enjoying life.
Yeah, Saban ain't coming back, man, because Saban don't want those kids, those young men, let me quit saying kids, to come in there and tell him, say, Coach, you give me $400,000, I'm finna leave and go to such.
Yeah.
They got too much leverage for Saban. Saban needs all the leverage.
Absolutely. And
I'm gonna say it like that. When he lost that leverage, he done.
Yeah, I said it like this. When NIL came in, he lost his leverage.
That's what I'm talking about. Because now the players can go in and tell them, say, Coach, I want 1.5 million NIL because so-and-so going to give me 900,000 else I'm leaving.
Yeah, and it's not just the players. Like, it's other schools that can actually pay the kids.
That's
like Alabama been paying the kids for a minute. Under the radar, but now everybody else can catch up and do what they do. Like, they don't get the advantage that they got before.
Yeah, they just, Alabama just started playing when the NIL came.
Yeah, man. Yeah, along with everybody else, right?
Yeah, along with everybody else. Right.
Because that's the way the game goes, man. That's pretty wild.
was the only one paying people.
Yeah, evidently. Back in the 80s. Man, please,
Stop
man.
that.
Meanwhile, boys coming from nothing riding Range Rovers, as soon as they get to college. Like, come on, man. Let's make sense of this real quick. Let's make sense of this all. But anyway, man, we'll keep this thing rocking and moving along. Next up, since we talked about them quarterfinals, man, we got to talk about them. Where the rest of my topics at? We'll move back to this screen so we can get the topics up. How about ya? Yeah. Now, next up, Bet US. We got the semifinals coming up for the playoff. Our Bet US picks this week. I know who I'm rocking with on. But Penn State, Notre Dame, who you got in that and why?
I'm gonna take Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Because Notre Dame, I have liked some Notre Dame players. And then, Tim Brown from my neighborhood over in East Dallas.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick Notre Dame, and plus I don't like the other team.
Oh yeah.
I don't like Penn State. Never.
I'm not a fan of them.
Never have liked Penn State. Don't like their uniform. I didn't like Joe Paterno, not for those reasons.
Yeah.
But just as the way he looked on the sideline. You know how as our fans, we just make up reasons, but I never liked Penn State.
Yeah, man. No,
so I'm gonna pick Notre Dame.
Yeah. No, I agree. I ain't a fan of Penn State, but you know what it is, man. Notre Dame all day. And, Marcus Freeman coached his ass off in that last game.
Oh, yeah, he did.
My gosh, that fourth down call that they had like on Georgia's 20 when late in the game, when they had the punt team on the field, they ran them off the field real quick. Offense came in and set up, which caused Georgia to bring their defense onto the field. And then they got them to go off sides on that hard snap count for the first down.
So, man, don't Ryan Clark's son play for Notre Dame?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, Ryan Clark look like he gonna whoop somebody's ass.
Hey, about the Notre Dame boy. Hey, man. Hey.
I'm looking at him talking to First Take the other day. I said, well, y'all better quit talking.
Yeah.
Ryan's talking. Ryan look old, man.
Yeah, he is.
You can look in his eyes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he is. And that's why he's so mild-mannered on the show.
But I can look at it. See,
that boy
my
got
dad
that
told me, look at the
switch.
man's eyes. You can tell. Boy,
yeah, he got that
Ryan
switch.
be talking real calm.
Yeah.
But Ryan be ready to flip out, man.
It's in his eyes. Look at him in his eyes, man.
And then sometimes he might say something sideways, but he says so nice, people don't catch it. But he be saying some little sideways stuff.
Yeah, man. Hey, we're going to get to the Cowboys, the Lions, man. We're going to get to all that here shortly, bro, for sure. Definitely appreciate the interaction right here. the comments been and knockout. We got you, bro. Ryan, you know what's good, man. Yeah, Penn State's jerseys suck.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? It's just blue and white, bro. Ain't much to it. Ain't much to it at all, man. It is what it is. But, I got Notre Dame in that one. Marcus Freeman coaching his ass off, man. We running that ball, man. I feel like, we're going to win this game. But, I never say I'm going to knock on wood. It's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to a good game. Now, that Texas-Ohio State game, who you got in that one? A lot of people seem to think that Ohio State is going to run away with this game. I got Texas in that game, too.
I'm taking Texas all day, man.
I am, too.
Take Texas all day. I've been with Texas. I'm going to stay with Texas. I live in Texas.
Yeah.
I buy in Texas, so I'm going with Texas.
Yeah, I'm riding with Texas in that one, too, man. I think they're going to shock a lot. This is the thing about guys that play football in Texas. It ain't much you ain't seen at this point. You know what I'm saying? I know Ohio State's got that solid freshman receiver, Smith, number 4.
Oh, yeah.
Dude's a dog, but he ain't no athlete nobody on Texas has never seen before.
Man,
There's probably a couple of them on UT's roster.
4 or 5, probably.
You know what I'm saying?
UT got some athletes, and all they got to do is coach up, get coached up.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. I think it's gonna come down to the quarterback play. If Quinn Ewers can hold this shit tight, and not freak out, I don't think he'll spaz out against Ohio State.
Last game, he played halfway.
Yeah, he did. He did to start out anyway.
Yeah, he made some good throws.
Yeah. But I think I'm picking Louisiana, Texas in that one for sure, man. Ryan say Ohio State with a blowout. Ooh. 4 or so more weeks left in football. Yeah, man, it's that time of year. It's starting to wind down. It's getting real sad right about now. But
we got to look at the NBA. No.
Yeah, man. Yeah, now we got to watch all these 3-pointers being shot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So, shout out, man, to the excellent weekend of football coming up, man. Starting with that college on Thursday and Friday nights, man. Tune in. Hey, yo, go over to Bet US if you want to make some money with us, man. Go on to tap into that QR code right there. Put your money down on the line, man. We've been pretty solid all season long. I was 4 for 4 again last week. And I plan on being 2-0 this week, man. So I'm going with Notre Dame and Texas to win these 2 games coming up this week. But moving on to the NFL, man. Good conversations, bad team. Dallas Cowboys. We'll start out with them. They went out, took that L against the Commanders, as we thought they would. But you know what,
They are who we thought they were.
It's just so much strange stuff going on around there right now. Like, I don't know what Jerry's up to. Okay? Cooper Rush came in, stepped in for Dak Prescott. In his contract, if he received 55% of the passes or 55% of the snaps on the season, he would get $500,000. Right?
He would have got that if he started that last game.
He would have got that if he started. He ended up starting 52.5% of the games. If he would have played half of the game last game,
he would have got that
55%. Jerry Jones talking about, I didn't know. Man, please. Jerry Jones, we know you know, dog. You just disrespect the game like that, bro. Like, that pissed me off. You want to know what else pissed me off on that nobody else is paying attention to? Okay. The Commanders and the Cowboys played here in Arlington, Texas, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you this. How many times have the Cowboys worn Navy jerseys at home?
I can't remember.
In the history of the team.
Probably ever.
Before Sunday, twice.
Twice. I was almost going to say one. Could have been over 2-3 times.
This is the 3rd time in the history of the team the Cowboys have worn a Navy jersey at home.
And they lost all 3 then.
I believe so. You want to know why? Well, I know this for a fact. When you go into the stadium, the walls are navy blue, the seats are navy blue, everything's navy blue.
But there's yours.
So it would behoove you to wear white at home.
Yeah.
I feel they did not want Trey Lance to have a successful outing. And they put the Cowboys in the Navy jersey and they sat Cooper Rush so he couldn't get his bonus.
Oh, yeah.
These were all business moves that Jerry Jones made. And the Cowboys made this past week. Of course they're not winning on the field. They take Zeke off the lineup. He didn't hit any of his incentives. And they put him on the trading market. We're going to get to that in a little bit. Like, Jerry, bro, like, it's crumbling before our eyes right now. The Cowboys ain't going to be a damn thing until, this is the first time I'm going to say this, until Jerry gets out of that seat. And it's not even him as an owner. It's him as a GM, though.
The move that he made was a what?
Business move.
What did I say earlier in the year, Jerry? Is a what?
A businessman. He about that money.
Jerry about money. He ain't about winning, man. And when Dallas fans realize that, we'll quit getting hyped up on
Bull.
Dallas do not have any chance.
Yeah.
Long as Jerry Jones is the owner, I'm gonna say this: they don't have a chance of winning another Super Bowl ever as long as Jerry Jones running that team.
I can finally agree with. I finally agree with that. After seeing these stunts pull this season, it's all about the money. They didn't play Zeke all year, so they didn't have to pay him. They realized they overpaid Dak, so now they're trying to recoup money. Bro, give Cooper Rush that extra $250,000. He deserved it. He got more wins than your starting quarterback in fewer games.
Because you know why they don't want him to get it? Because they know what is Cooper Rush going to do? He's going to be right back next year. Then backing up that.
If I'm Cooper Rush, I'm not coming back here, especially after being treated that way.
But this whole thing.
Straight up, man.
You better have somewhere to go, though, Cooper.
Yeah, you're right.
Cooper ain't no hot commodity.
No, he's not. But he's a proven backup, and a backup quarterback is a lot of value.
Yeah,
Chase Daniel made over $80 million as a backup quarterback.
But this is the thing. You got to make sure that you are better than some of the backup quarterbacks that surround the league, and Cooper may or may not be. We're not sure.
Yeah.
So that's how because you're a backup quarterback. You're valuable to that team, but you may not be valuable to nobody else.
For sure. I can see the Eagles. I can see the Eagles or the Commanders picking up Cooper Rush.
Well, you know,
I can see one of them teams that he's gone out and played very well against.
I mean, who's the Commanders' backup quarterback?
I have no idea.
I mean, you know, and then these backup quarterbacks. It was a backup quarterback came in and won a game the other day.
Yeah, against us with Philly.
Oh yeah,
Are you talking about Ty Huntley?
Yeah, with
from Miami.
Philly. Yeah,
Huntley
with Miami. I didn't know who this guy was. Yeah, but he looked decent.
Oh, Huntley Cole. He was the dude that was backing up Lamar up in Baltimore.
Yeah, what I'm saying, he ain't that cold here because he keep being a backup.
Well, but he's solid though. Like he made a Pro Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. So he probably better than Cooper.
Yeah,
that's my point.
Yeah.
Cooper probably gonna be right back.
Yeah,
here backing up Dak next
year.
Check. because Dak got the money. And you can't sit that much money on the bench. Yeah, so you got to start Dak, and we stuck again.
Crazy, man.
And this is our only hope, is that we play a last place schedule and win about 9, 10, 11 games.
Yeah.
You know?
What up, folks? Oh, what's going down, big dog? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these Cowboys right now, man.
Jerry Jones going on, man. Jerry Jones going on.
But yeah, man, they went out and lost to the Commanders. They lost to Marcus Mariota, who backed up. That's who the backup was for Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, man. Mariota.
Yeah, Marcus Mariota had a better game than Jaden Daniels against some Cowboys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Cowboys were stopping Jaden Daniels, and then Mariota came in, and it was
over then.
Yeah, so, man.
Yeah, that's
floodgates.
So all of these guys, you know, so Cooper Rush,
is cold.
He got to take that $500,000 loss and still come back to Dallas next year.
Yeah, man, crazy, man, crazy.
Jerry is a businessman.
Knowing that these boys don't care about his life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man,
like that contract destroyed everything, man.
Yeah.
Destroyed everything.
Gave it to him, so Jerry's the problem over there.
Yeah, man, that's brutal, man. That's brutal. But as I mentioned, Zeke, they allowed Zeke to leave, and yesterday Zeke signed with the LA Chargers, and I think he is going to be an impactful running back if he can figure out the playbook, or just figure out a package for him. I think Zeke probably the best running back on the Chargers right now. They got Gus Edwards out there. They got Corum out there. No, Corum's with the Rams. They got Gus Edwards and they got somebody else out there. But I think Zeke is the best.
One thing that
best running back in LA right now.
Zeke is a third down back. He can block and he can catch out the backfield.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be an asset. And then I would say this: Zeke got way better teammates.
I mean, just think about what you were saying with Ashton Jenkins in the Chargers. Yeah. Now you got a coach that can actually scheme him to run the ball, that loves to run the ball.
And he's got a better teammate.
Zeke going to be right here in day going to 6-1. I'm sorry, they in L.A. now. My fault. But yeah, bro. Yeah, you got better teammates now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what Zeke does. I hope he balls out for them boys, man. It kind of feels like when Dez got shooed away from the Cowboys, you know? Feels a little more harsh, but it feels the same way. We knew we still had something left in the gas tank.
Jerry did the Marco Murray like that, wore him down to a problem.
Yeah.
Traded him.
Yeah.
I think the Marco Murray, That one year he had the
Then the 400 carries.
Everybody in the history of the league.
Had almost
then
400
you
carries.
Traded.
Yeah.
Then you traded after you. I mean, so Jerry got a history.
Oh, yeah.
Of being a businessman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, that's crazy. It's crazy, man. But hopefully Zeke goes out there and do what it do,
Me
man.
too. I hope he balled out.
I hope he does. I'm a Zeke fan. I thought the Cowboys underutilized him all season long. Did him dirty. Shouldn't even brought him here. Should have let him go somewhere else if he was going to leverage him that way and not allow him to reach any of his incentives. But after that mistake with Dak, I see y'all trying to recoup a lot of funds. But anyways, moving on. That's why I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan for the next 3 years now. 1 down, 3 to go. Moving on to the rest of the NFL this week, man. I mean, we had some. I think the biggest story of the quick firings that we've seen. You know, one and done firings that we've seen. I don't know what's going on with that, but at the same time, I got an idea.
Yeah.
But my boy Gerard Mayo, 1 year, he's out of there in New England.
Yeah.
Like you can't do nothing in 1 year.
No.
And New England didn't expect anybody to come in and win.
That's
so it's
why-
got to be something else.
That's why
going on there.
these teams that has had a bunch of different coaches struggle. You know, everybody talking about Pittsburgh, but Mike Tomlin, how many good seasons has he had compared to bad ones? But they give him a chance.
Every
Okay,
season.
these boys here don't go out. Let me get you a chance to get 2 or 3 more, get some more Billies and Joes.
Yeah.
Because these X's and O's ain't working. Let me get, and you can't get enough Billies and Joes in 1 year that you like to fit how you want to coach. In 1 year, you can't do it.
Yeah. Facts.
You know, that's just
Big
you know,
facts.
And Antonio Pierce, he out at the Raiders. All these coaches, was that just 1 year for him?
Yeah, that was one. He took over as an
But yeah,
interim
he's the
last
interim.
year.
Yeah, for
And
about
then
6
he
games.
got the actual
job this year.
for 1 season. And you know, I just for that situation, I feel like I'm still wondering this whole Shador and Dion situation. Because Tennessee just fired their head or their GM, I think. Or head coach or somebody.
GM.
GM?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you know, I'm curious to see how this thing, you know, turns out, but that's a hard pill to swallow, man. That's a very hard pill to swallow. You got 1 season to do what it do, and then suddenly you no longer the coach no more, man. Like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's not a good situation.
And you know you coming into a bad situation when you get there.
Yeah.
So that makes me believe it's something more than just, you know, what he did as a coach that led to that decision right there. But also, Mike Evans. What are your thoughts when I say that name?
Mike Evans is the only other receiver besides Jerry Rice who catch 1,000 yards in 11 straight years in a row. His first 11 years in the league or whatever.
11 in a row, consecutive 1,000 yards.
I'm gonna say it like this: Mike Evans is very good, and that's a good record to have.
Yeah.
But Mike Evans is no Jerry Rice.
Mike is no Jerry Rice. You don't think so? Why?
Not even close.
He's got what? 1 Super Bowl. He's got 1 Super Bowl. Jerry Rice never did 11 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons neither. Oh.
He did what he did. He's the only one. That means
Mike Evans is the only one.
Oh, so he's the only one that gets 11
consecutive 1,000. Yeah.
Well, he did something Jerry Rice did this week.
Did he?
Yeah, I thought it was 11 consecutive. But this thing, he ain't no Jerry Rice. Look at. I mean, yeah, he got 1,000. I mean,
Yeah, he's solid though.
Yeah, he's solid.
Yeah.
But I just
Make him
say, I mean, and this is the whole thing. Just because you ain't Jerry Rice, that don't mean you ain't damn good.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
you're right
just
about
not,
that.
He's just not in. He's just a different player.
Yeah.
And it's a different time.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Yeah, you're right about
And
that.
then Jerry Rice would never went out to the last play in the last game and she didn't get 1,000.
Yeah.
And Jerry Rice never had the 17th game.
Well, you know, he a Texas boy, man. Boy went to Texas A&M, so you know he better than Jerry Rice as far as I'm concerned. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Ain't that crazy? But that was huge.
I mean, Mike Evans is a physical specimen. What, 6'4"?
Yeah, huge
So,
and
big
good
dude,
size,
man.
He
got speed,
and
all that.
and durable,
so,
man. He's a Texas boy playing
I'm
football,
trying to tell you. I'm gonna tell you like this. That is no insult to say you ain't no Jerry Rice, because I can't name nobody who is a Jerry Rice.
Yeah, no doubt. I can't either. Actually, besides Jerry Rice.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
so that's,
Jerry's that dude.
I mean, so Mike Evans, kudos, man. That was a great accomplishment. because you the only one that did it.
Yeah.
I mean, so Mike Evans is good.
Yeah, he a dog, man. He a dog. That was beautiful to see, man. Baker take care of his guy like that on the last play of the game. Made sure to get him the ball, man. The Raiders, he earned that 5. They didn't give him them 5. He earned them 5.
Yeah, I think he got an extra couple $100,000 for that too.
He got $3 million actually.
$3 million, yeah. Yes. Okay. I didn't want to. I couldn't remember.
Yes, sir.
But I know he got something. And they made sure he got it rather than making sure he didn't get it.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you think Mike Evans want to come back and play hard next year?
Absolutely.
For somebody that makes sure
he get his money instead of not letting you play.
Come on, man.
And keep it, man. Come on, man. That's stupid. And you give it 260, blowing 260 on bums, bro. And I earned my bread, bro. Yeah. I won more than the starter, and I can't get 250,000. Yeah, dog.
Come on.
It's something wrong with that picture.
So it's just something wrong with these. With these individual pictures.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that. Each of these pictures look way different. People over here doing stuff to make sure you don't get your money. Then you got people over here doing stuff to make sure you do get your money.
I think it was $2 million for Mike Evans. I think it was. I got him mixed up with Geno Smith, who got $3 million for hitting his incentives.
Yeah. And he played the last game to get him.
He played the last game to get him.
So
my boy
now, do you think I want to come back and play hard for you next year?
No.
But then, if you make sure I don't get my money, I'll be like, man, I want to go somewhere else.
Yep.
I mean, and then once your heart is somewhere else, your effort is enough. You can try hard as you want to, but if my heart is in forward, my effort 100% can't be in Dallas because my heart is in forward.
Because when we sit down at this negotiation table and when we're talking about the parameters of this contract, I need to know that you're going to help me get to these numbers if I do my job.
Still to hinder me.
Yeah. And not instead of, I didn't know. Bro, it's your job to know. It's your job to know, bro. And bro, Jerry, you know everything, not only dog. Jerry,
this is the thing.
When it comes to that dollar, Jerry know everything.
If Jerry would have just been the owner and said, I didn't know, I might believe it. Yeah. But you the general manager, Jerry.
Exactly.
You're a damn lie. You did know.
Yeah, man. He knew what was going on.
If you were just the owner,
Ryan,
you probably wouldn't know, but you're the owner and GM, so you do know.
Exactly, bro. So,
and if you don't know, that's even a bigger problem.
Hey, if you hired a GM and they said they didn't know, you would have fired his ass, Jerry. That's what I'm trying to tell you,
and that's what I say.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, dog.
That really is a problem.
Yeah, that's the issue.
That's an issue because you don't know.
Issue, man.
You don't know what you're doing.
Exactly.
You don't know.
Exactly. You're too high of a seat. You the biggest organization in sports in the world. And you need to know the financials, big dog. You know them.
And you the richest franchise in the world. So that means that you dot your I's and crossing your T's and putting your periods and question marks in the right place.
Yeah. He one thing Jerry knows for a fact is them dollars when they coming and going.
Oh yeah, Jerry know that, so he can quit lying.
No doubt. There's not a doubt in my mind Jerry knew what was going on in that situation.
Absolutely.
And then also Tyreek Hill, man. So a lot of people, making a big fuss about Tyreek after the game. He said he out. I don't think what Tyreek Hill's talking about has anything to do with what's going on the field. I think he's still shook from getting arrested and put on the ground like that for the first time in his life from the Miami cops. And then he looks up and he sees the Miami cops doing it to Fred Curley last week, doing the same thing that happened to him, but even worse, taking it a little further because they actually they tased Fred Curley, an Olympian, right? Punching him while he's on the ground. I think that has everything to do with what Tyreek Hill is saying. And now he's being tied to possibly coming to the Cowboys because Michael Parsons talked about them teaming up yesterday on social media. So what do you think about Tyreek Hill, that whole situation?
Oh, I'm going to tell you like this. I don't like Miami and it don't have anything to do with the football team.
Yeah.
I don't, man, stuff always going on in Miami. And I'm going to tell you like
Florida,
this.
period.
Florida, period. You hear say going a lot of places, don't you?
Yeah.
Mexico, California, Atlanta, New York, wherever. You ain't never heard say going to Florida, have you?
No.
And you are never going to hear say I'm going to Florida.
That's a different state.
I'm not going there.
They got different rules down there.
Always going down.
Yeah.
Negative in Florida.
And it gets swept under the rug.
So I'm not going to Florida.
Yeah, no doubt. They live by different laws down there.
I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to I hate to do it, but I would advise anybody else that look kind of like, I'm going to Florida.
Yeah, straight up.
I'm serious. I don't like Florida. And those are the reasons. The off the field reason because now the Miami Dolphins have got some players that I really, really like.
Yeah, but it's the off the field issues in the state that keep people like me and you from going out there, man. Like straight up. And I think that's what I think that has everything to do with Tyreek Hill. I don't think it has anything to do with the lack of success they're having on the field, because when him and Tua are on the field together, we've seen those two, that's a hell of a duo right there.
And
they connect, and Tua finds his guy.
And I'm going to say this. That particular incident was on camera. We don't know what Tyreek Hill went off camera.
Exactly.
We don't know how many times Tyreek Hill been stopped.
It might have been some real rap after that, because you know how it goes down with them po-pos. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
You get on that list, they're going to mess with you constantly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. So I think that shook Tyreek, and he just wants out of Miami. You know, he mentioned his family and all that good stuff.
I ain't going.
Yeah, like, straight up. I feel you on that, man. I feel you on that completely. And another Pierce, and we mentioned it earlier, he was relieved of his duties in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Antonio Pierce. And remember, I told you, you know, when Dion was on stage with him, talking about, I need you to draft my boys. And I was like, you might get fired if you do that, Antonio. Well, they fired him anyway.
Fired him beforehand.
Yeah. So it's a lot of people thinking that Dion's going to end up in Vegas. Or Tennessee.
But Vegas got the number 2 pick, right?
No, I think they fell down. Tennessee is number 1. I don't even know the draft order right now. I know Tennessee's number 1 now. Yeah.
Well, I thought New York was number 1.
No, because they both won. They both won games at the end of the season. And now Tennessee has moved up to the number 1 pick. And we got people in Tennessee with you see my guy here with looking like Groot with the trash bag on his head with Shedeur Sanders on the trash bag. In Tennessee. They vying for Shedeur down there, man. If I was y'all, I'd be vying for Cam, but that's me.
Yeah.
Shedeur is cold too, though. Don't let you know.
Oh yeah.
And I want Shedeur to get drafted high, first pick. I'm just telling you from my observation, just watching the two guys compete, watching the two guys work out, practice, and Shedeur is very serious about his craft as well. But Cam Ward is that dude.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be that guy, you know, between the two. But we'll see, man. I think Shedeur is gonna be very good too. You know, but I know Cam is gonna be successful in the NFL, man. That's just my opinion. You know, I guess it ain't fact, but I feel like it is. I think he's gonna be straight.
Yeah,
like,
we all think our opinion is fact. Sometimes we get
carried away.
Sometimes we get confused.
Yeah. So moving on, as y'all know, it was the we got playoffs coming up. Playoffs. Where we at? Before we get to playoffs, though, what about that good, bad, and ugly, huh? What was your good for the week? What was your bad for the week? And what was your ugly for the week in the NFL?
Was Detroit Lions.
Yep.
Detroit Lions offense didn't play that good, but their defense and their special teams played. And that just reaffirms what I like to see. It takes a team effort to win.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Detroit win in different ways all the time.
Yeah.
When one area of their game ain't going good, the other two areas step up, you know, and come through.
Yeah.
And my good was Detroit and Jerry Goff.
Okay.
And my bad was in the same game.
Okay, what was your bad then?
Sam Donald. Man, you got the red zone about 5 times, man.
That was bad.
Man, you got the red zone about 5 times. And every pass you threw was just a little long, a little short, a little high. I mean, some of those littles got to be a little more exact.
Yeah.
Because, man, Minnesota lived in the red zone during the game. And I'm like, oh. I mean, man, but every time, and I think 2 times they went 4 and out in the red zone because they went for it.
Yep.
So Minnesota, not saying nothing bad, but that was just a bad display. Because Minnesota actually had lots of chances to win that game.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the bad.
Oh, yeah. And what was your ugly, huh? What was your ugly?
You know,
them Cowboys.
Ugly got that stallness.
Consistency.
You consistently ugly. It don't matter. You can start Trey Lance, Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush. And it starts from the top because what Jerry did was ugly to bench Cooper Rush so he wouldn't get his incentive.
Yep.
To not let Zeke play so he wouldn't get none of his incentive.
Yep.
That is ugly. And when you treat your people ugly, you're going to get ugly results.
Period.
Simple as that.
Absolutely.
And I've been trying to tell everybody, the ugliest part of Dallas Cowboys is Jerry Jones.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Simple as that. And
Come to
that's
find
ugly.
out.
And that's ugly.
Come to find out. Well, my good for the week got to be Mike Evans. You know, let's keep it simple.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
my
yeah.
guy, 11 straight seasons, 1,000-yard receiving. Dope. Incredible. My bad for the week. I could go several ways there, but I'm going to say bad for the week is the way that these first-year coaches are getting fired, and they just so happen to be African-American. You know, I'm not saying that there's any correlation there, but I don't believe in coincidences. But first-year coaches being fired, that's my bad for the week. And my ugly for the week, of course, Jerry Jones not playing Cooper Rush. That should be a sin, bro. You should get demerit. I don't know how you I don't know what you can do, but that ain't right, bro. Like, morally, that's just not right. Jerry, you showing us who you are, and that's just what that is, and it ain't cool. We got Slide to ring the bell. You good for that?
Yeah.
Hey, here we go. On to the next. Ring the bell. What's going down? We got Gene Upshaw this week.
Hey, man.
Hold on, let me get your intro real quick. Hit the button real quick. There it is.
Ring the bell. Hey, man. We ring the bell on Gene Upshaw. Gene Upshaw is a dude that is from the past. Gene Upshaw was a first-round draft choice in 1967 from, at the time, it was called Texas A&M Kingsville. And then they changed it to Texas A&I. And if I'm not mistaken, it seemed like they changed the name back to Kingsville, Texas. I'm not sure. But anyway, Gene Upshaw went to Kingsville, Texas A&M Kingsville, which turned to Texas A&I. He was a first-round draft choice in 1967. And this is one thing about Texas A&I. Texas A&I put a lot of guys into the NFL. Just Darryl Green and Gene Upshaw is two of the most noteworthy ones I can call right off the bat. But right now we're talking about Gene Upshaw. And Gene Upshaw was a first-round draft choice in 1967. He played offensive guard. Now, you know, back then, linemen didn't weigh 300 pounds. Gene Upshaw was 6'5", 256 pounds. And that was probably as a rookie, because most of this stuff, once they measure you as a rookie, they leave it on your bio for your entire career. And even though these guys didn't weigh 300 pounds, these guys could run, because Gene Upshaw would be 20 yards downfield throwing blocks. And if you ever see any pictures of Gene Upshaw hands were taped like boxers, you know, taped together. And Gene Upshaw couldn't even hold if he wanted to, because the way his hands was taped, his thumbs was taped, and his hands was taped so hard that he couldn't close his hands all the way. So he couldn't grab your jersey even if he wanted to. But then let me get to Gene Upshaw accolades. Gene Upshaw has every accolade that you can name. Gene Upshaw was been offensive lineman of the year twice. He's an 8-time Pro Bowler. No, 8-time All-Pro, not Pro Bowl. It's different between being Pro Bowl and All-Pro. He's an 8-time All-Pro, voted by your peers. He was on the first team 3 times, second team 5 times. So he's an All-Pro 8-time offensive guard. Gene Upshaw is in the Hall of Fame. He's all decade for the 70s. He's on the 75th anniversary team. He's on the 100th anniversary team. And Gene Upshaw is the only player that at the time, I got to research Tom Brady, but I think Gene Upshaw is the only player that played in a Super Bowl in 3 different decades. He played in a Super Bowl in the 60s, played in a Super Bowl in the 70s, played a Super Bowl in the 80s. And he played 16 years, and out of half of the time that he played, like I said, 8 years, he was All-Pro. And he has every accolade that you can name, offensive lineman of the year, like I said, Hall of Fame, all decade, 75th anniversary team, and all that. And Gene Upshaw those guys were brutal in the offensive line. They didn't get brutalized and bullied by the defensive line. They did it to the defensive line. Like I say, if you go back and look at some of Gene Upshaw pictures with the Oakland Raiders, Gene Upshaw couldn't even hold because the way his hands was taped. But then the way his hands was taped, he could use his arms almost like a club. And he had speed. He would be out in front of running backs 10, 15 yards downfield, looking like, is there anybody for me to block? Come on if you want to. But then nobody really want to come. And those guys, offensive linemen were different. Like I said, he only weighed 256 pounds, but he could run. He was really...
That's crazy. 256?
256. But he was a pulling guard. He could pull and run 15, 20 yards downfield, leading the running back, still in front of the running back, 10, 15, 20 yards downfield.
That's crazy.
And we don't see that much anymore.
Absolutely not.
And like I said, if you go do the research on Gene Upshaw, he got every accolade. And when you see his hands taped up, he had pads on his hands and on his forearms, but he had tape on top of them to make them that much harder. So Gene Upshaw was that dude, and he's all everything. Gene Upshaw is all everything. So don't sleep on Gene Upshaw, and please don't try to discredit, oh, he only weighed 256. He couldn't block. He couldn't do this now. And all I got to say is that most of these guys that weigh 300 pounds, they got about 40 pounds of fat.
Oh,
so I don't know if the fat is doing any good or not.
Yeah, it's just taking up space.
Yeah, taking up space.
Making them defenders have to run a little bit wider. That's pretty much it.
So offensive linemen back in Gene Upshaw days were more 255, 260, 265, 270. Wasn't that 300, but they could block, they could run, they could do a lot of things.
Man, that's crazy.
And Gene Upshaw got every accolade that you can name.
Man, that's insane, because these days you talking about high schools that have bigger offensive linemen than that. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
Like Denver Ryan.
300,
yeah, man. That's crazy. And I didn't know he was that small. But he's also he was running the NFLPA right now?
No, he's
the chairman or something like that? He was the chairman of the NFLPA?
He was the president of the NFL Players Association for years and years.
Yeah, that's it.
And when you saw Gene Upshaw, even though he only weighed 256, man, his chest and shoulders was huge.
Yeah.
Boom, his chest like this is
just massive man.
Just a lot, and that's why he could run, because he can move his legs.
Skinny ankles, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's you see some skinny ankles, you looking at some speed. Is what I'm trying to say for the most part, most of the time.
And I would say this: I don't care how much these guys weigh. I bet you, if Gene Upshaw had his hands taped like he clubbed him one time,
he was coming with the
and then, they were clubbing back.
That's before hands to the face existed.
Yeah, that's before hands to the face, chop block, and all that.
All them other rules.
Yeah, they were doing all that.
Man, football. Wait a minute, but them boys was out there fighting back in the day.
But here's one of the most.
They didn't care about nothing back in the day.
But out of all of the accolades that he had, with all the brutality and physicality of the game back then, Gene Upshaw started the first 231 games of his career, including playoffs. He started, that's the most, I think, to start a career.
Yeah.
231 games.
In the NFL?
In the
NFL.
Injuries? In the 60s and 70s, with all the brutality, all the physicality on the receivers, all the chop blocking.
That's a sign of great strength, great awareness. Awareness is something that people don't talk about very often.
You didn't catch Gene Upshaw standing around the pile.
And with his head just looking, no.
If he was around the pile, he was knocking
He moving the pile.
He was knocking the shiznick out of somebody. Don't just stand around. No, I'm just saying, and with all of the rules they had, Gene Upshaw played 231 games with chop blocking, hands to the face, head slap.
The dirtiest game, the dirtiest of dirtiest. Yeah, I love it.
And then he played
in 3 decades.
Games,
won Super Bowls in 3 different decades. That's incredible.
So what does that say? That if you tough enough and you build your body right, you got the right mindset, it don't matter how they play. all these rule changes. To me, and I still blame the surface more than I do the play.
Yeah.
I blame the surface that they play on
artificial
more
turf
than I do the top block.
Yeah, because natural grass, you got a little give.
Your football slide.
It's going, a little divot going to pop up.
So,
versus just being glued down to the cement.
Like you say,
or whatever it is.
And everybody know the game in the 60s and 70s was brutal. Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because all the rules that they legislated out, that's when they were flourishing.
I mean, with the rules now, like football just don't seem the same no more.
To play 231 straight games, man, right now.
In the most violent of sports.
In the most violent of positions, in the trenches.
Yeah.
In the trenches.
You see
how many times you've seen Zach Martin limp off?
Yeah. Often. That's what I'm saying.
It ain't been no 231 games.
That's crazy, man.
I mean, it's just so.
Oh, my gosh. I saw Tyron Smith sit 231 games for the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? He was on the roster for 19 years or whatever it was, but he wasn't playing.
Yeah, but he was on the bench. Hey,
that contract year, he come out with about 12 games.
Yeah. So
in between time, he gonna give you about 6 to 9. 6 to 10 games.
You know, and that's why that's why old guy
Brian. Hope y'all got your drink out there. Hey, if y'all sitting out there, man, checking us out on YouTube, man, go hit that subscribe button one time for your boy, man. Hit that notification bell, ping, one time for your boy. You know, go on and grab your glass and pour up a little brown for the rest of the show, man. You know, we ain't got that too much left, but you know, make sure you got something poured. I'm good on the ice. But make sure you got something pulled up for the duration of the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gene Upshaw, man, that was a nasty time of football. That's when we love football. Me and Uncle was talking a few weeks ago. Yeah. We not gonna ever get an NFL Greatest Hits 2024. It don't exist.
No, it don't exist.
And if it did, you're gonna see yellow flags on every last one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So therefore, the play didn't exist. There's no longer any more NFL's Greatest Hits. That's the stuff that I used to want to play for. You know, when I first started playing football, I became an offensive player just because I love having the ball in my hands. But I came into the game wanting to hit.
Yeah, wanting to hit.
Ronnie Lott, Steve Atwater.
Oh, yeah.
You know, James Washington used to lay the wood back in there a little bit, didn't
he? Before that, James Gray, James Washington.
You know, Ken Norton Jr. and them boys coming with them forearms. You know, like in them 90s, you can still get a little grinding with it.
Oh, yeah, 90s you get a little grinding, but it's all gone now.
Yeah, it's out of there.
It ain't no more physical.
Boys in there boxing out.
You know, and football used to be a game where you could impose your physical dominance over another guy.
What you sipping on, Ryan?
Now football is more of you imposing your athletic. It's strictly athletic. There is no physical dominance anymore.
Yeah.
So if you quick and fast, you know, I can't knock the crap out of you to slow you down. Make you a little leery of using some of that speed. And that's what they used to do. If you was fast, they'll knock the crap out of you. You'd be like,
and make you fall forward.
Yeah, you better take that speed over that way. Don't come over this way with it. No, I'm just saying. And they actually got a player that he hit so hard he may not even, that they think that's not why he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Really? Because he hit too hard?
Jack Tatum.
He's not in the Hall of Fame?
No. And that's the only reason.
He was hurting dudes consistently or what?
He was hurting dudes.
Was he trying to hurt dudes though?
I mean, he was.
Like we say hurt, we talking broken legs or we talking concussions?
Talking everything, man.
I mean, yeah, it's hard. Like, I ain't trying to hurt nobody.
No, but
if you get hurt in the process, I'm not going to avoid hurting you to make the play. If you get hurt in the process of me making a play the right way, that is what it is. But I ain't just going out trying to hurt nobody.
He wasn't necessarily trying to hit him. He was just trying to hit him hard as he could. And because it's one, you can go look it up. Jack Tatum had a quote. I think it was in the Super Bowl where Sammy White, number 85, he was a good receiver.
Yeah.
For the Minnesota Vikings. Went across the middle to catch a pass, and Jack Tatum hit him. And he was he caught the pass.
Yeah.
He could see this how guys was back then.
Caught the pass.
He caught the pass.
Yeah.
But when he caught it, he was like in almost a fetal position.
Yeah.
And his body was shaking because he was out. And then after the game, they say, Jack, what was going on? He said he was crying for his mama. I said, what? I mean, you know, even August cold, but I said, come on, Jack. You done concussed the man. You got the man convulsing.
Yeah.
And you said,
Hey, that's
And that's how. And Jack Tatum is not in the Hall of Fame because of stuff like that. Because he would hit you, and he wouldn't necessarily hit you low or nothing, but he was just wherever he hit you, it was gonna be absolutely hard as he could.
Yeah.
And they said it. And to go look it up. It's Sammy White in the Super Bowl for the Minnesota Vikings. But Jack Tatum hit him, and he still held on to the ball. When he was on the ground.
Oh my
like
God!
Almost like
last night I was talking about this last night a little bit.
He was on the fetal position,
but you couldn't hear what was going on though, because you on TV and Jack Tatum was right there.
Yeah,
right. So that might have really been what was going on.
No, that's what Jack Tatum said.
That's what I'm saying. It might have really been what was going on, and this is why I'm telling you this, huh? All right. So last night I went live right here, and I was telling a story about my first year on varsity and how I got respect, because Coach Baldwin never seen me play football. He saw me play baseball when he came and got me. Right? Yeah. And then my first varsity practice, I had a crackback block. I love crackback blocks. I was a receiver. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I get to go take his hat off. And he ain't looking.
Wasn't he looking or
not? He wasn't looking. This is my assignment. I got a crackback block. You know, and I told you I love watching NFL film, so I wasn't going in there posting up like this, trying to block my guy. I went in there like I was playing strong safety, trying to hit Christian Okoye.
You tried to decleat him.
Decleat him.
And
he wasn't looking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I played football, look. That's how I learned how to play. And I got decleated too. I played quarterback. I remember getting hit on a wide receiver screen by my tackle.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't see him. I just saw I was in a hidden position, and then I saw the sky. That's all I remember.
If you ain't never been decleated, you ain't played no hell of a football.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't played no hell of a football.
I'm telling you. I'm
just telling you.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever seen Wilbur Marshall.
Had a similar. What I was gonna say was my first playing practice was like that.
Yeah.
And that's when everybody knew I got the nickname Cherokee and everything from that point on. Because I was out of there, bro.
Wilbur Marshall that played for the Chicago Bears, they went to the Redskins.
Yeah.
He used to be there, and all the
Wilbur Marshall was the truth.
He said, "Oh, stay up. Why you following the ground? I'm gonna hit you." People like, "Wilbur, you crazy?" And that's the way Unc was.
Yeah.
And I used to tell my teammates, "Hold him up.
Yeah.
Hold him up.
Let me come get some of that.
Let me get." Cause
this was my specialty. That's fresh meat.
This was my specialty. Yeah. Please don't let me catch a running back. Somebody got a hold to one of his legs and he's still trying to pull. Oh, I'm gonna come clean his clock.
Hey, got to get him. Hey, Ryan say his coach used to get pissed when he cracked back, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Now I had, and this wasn't even Unc. I used to hit.
Oh yeah.
This is the thing, but I was really good at running back, but I loved to hit.
That's what we are.
I remember we were playing against a team that ran the option. My assignment, and I hear you clearly, take out the running back. Okay. Regardless of if he got the ball or not. If it's option my way and he's running, looking at the quarterback,
you hit him whether you get the ball or not.
I'm taking him out to play.
That's how we learn how to play the option. The quarterback, your man, the running back, your man. Hit him every play, whether he get it or not.
Had the boy ruptured his kidney, had the boy pissing blood. Huh?
You wasn't trying that.
I wasn't trying to do that.
No.
But my job, I hear you clearly. A communication 101.
Yeah.
You said I receive it, I do that. I execute. I did my job.
Amen.
Hey, when I hit him, I got so crunk, I jumped up, came down, sprained my ankle. You know what I'm saying? Because I was crunk. But I ain't let nobody know I sprained my ankle, though. It was one of them slight ones where you still...
Oh, yeah. Well, you can...
But, you know, I played it off, though, and I ain't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to get hurt on the celebration. But it was one of them. I was just out of my mind in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
That's the way football is, man.
Oh, man, it's a fun game to play if you ain't played it before. But anyway... My fault. You got me crunk talking. Hey,
that's
what happened during Ring the Bell, man.
Talking about contact, man. We started talking about contact. That's all game. That's all we knew.
My gosh, I miss it. I miss that part of football. Does anybody else miss the contact in football, or is it just me?
No, that's anybody that love football. That's what they miss: the contact and the camaraderie of the players.
Yeah, bro, I'm just saying. That is wild business, bro.
What's that?
It really happened, bro. The stories that we tell are 100% true.
Yeah.
We could go and get these people and reenact this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad.
This the whole thing about
bad deal.
Uncle wrong some people bail. There's some people wrong Uncle bail.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, just like I say, if you ain't never been decleated and never had your bail wrong, you must ain't never played no real football.
I'm telling you.
I'm just saying like that. I should start playing in the 2000s. No, I'm just
I'm going to tell 3 quick bail wrong stories. All right? Just 3 quick ones. First one, I didn't expect it. You know what I'm saying? In a hitting drill against Mike Norvell. You know what I'm saying? I was like, ooh, I'm about to wear this boy out. You know what I'm saying? And it was one of those collisions where you both hit and you both fall back. You know what I'm saying? And so we both hit in the middle and we both fell back this way. Next thing I know, we both on the sideline in line again, both on the knee with our helmet off, looking at each other like that. Like he was on like 20, 30 yards away from me down there. And we just both on the knee like, yeah, dog, all right. You coming with it, basically.
Oh, yeah.
You coming with it, dog.
And you gotta have that trust in your teammates.
Yeah.
That they gonna call. Cause I know if you hit me like that, you sure better hit me.
You hitting somebody else like that. You coming with it.
Like that, yeah.
You coming with it. So Mike Norvell, a real one. If y'all didn't know, that's head coach of Florida State University. He's a real one. And that's just my bro to the day I die. Like, regardless, that's my bro. And then, second story, I got real bold. My junior year, we went 12-1. And that one, I tried to run over 3 dudes. It was raining that day on the punt return, up the sideline. I knew I probably shouldn't have done this. Put my head down.
Got a little cocky. Hey, I've been running over dudes. I've been breaking, shaking free.
Yeah.
They can't stop me.
The week before, I went 7 carries for like 236 or something like that. The week before. So I'm feeling real good about myself.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I went in forward. Next thing I know, I'm looking up at the sky. Next thing I know, I'm running to the wrong sideline. They're like, no, hey.
Oh, I done did that right
over there, dog. You over there,
Run
dog.
to the wrong sideline. I done ran to the wrong sideline. I done went to the wrong home. I done did both of them.
On accident, though.
Yeah, not on purpose.
Like, I ain't trying to have no fun, playing no games and nothing.
No, this is because I didn't know.
Yeah, and then the last one, I learned to carry out a play action fake all the way through. I learned that. Because I hit a play action fake, went through the hole, knew I didn't have the ball, and I rose up. Next thing I know, my chin strap in my eye, my contact, and went to the back of my eyeball. You know what I'm saying? I got that middle linebacker. It was cold. And the boy hit me right in my chin.
Hey, you know what?
It was messed up.
He knows you didn't have the ball.
Yeah.
He said,
absolutely.
But this is the thing.
He did his job.
He knows you was unprotected. He did his job.
He did his
made
job.
You like, and I bet you next time you carry that ball, you know where he was.
Absolutely.
Or you
Absolutely.
had one eye like,
hey,
okay.
I learned that day.
Oh, yeah.
I carried out the rest of my play actions.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And then
Straight
when you
up.
carried it out, you didn't do this.
I ain't come up looking with
bang.
Yeah, dog. No. Head on a swivel. I see what's going down around here. Yeah, but that's what we love about football, the physicality, man. Miss it. It's all I'm trying to say, man. Shout out Gene Upshaw once again. Unc is the realest and the best at this. That's why we got that ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
Feel me? Moving on. On to the NBA. So just one slight quick story. Apparently, LeBron passed Michael Jordan for the most 30-point games in NBA history. Even though it took him 450 plus games or something like that. Should we be celebrating this right now?
Man, we make too much about individual accomplishments in team sports. I mean, okay, you got the most 30-point games. Okay, so what? Now what?
Now what? Yeah.
Now what? I mean, man, they just
did you get 6 titles in them attempts?
It ain't even about the title.
I know it ain't, but I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, I know you did. This is the whole thing.
Did you get 6 titles in your 30-point venture?
No, And Michael didn't get 11 in him.
Yeah, but Bill Russell didn't score to have that many 30-point games,
so
though.
This the whole time.
Bill Russell didn't have that many 30-point games, though.
But he had a lot of 30 rebound games, though.
Michael had the record.
I mean, but I'm just saying, team sports is about team success, not individual success. So LeBron got the most 30-point games, and I'm gonna say okay. That's all I can say is okay.
We got a great question right here. We're gonna get back to LeBron and Jordan. Hey, shout out Sean too. I love this. Thank you.
What did he say?
Got too close to 3 chicks. I got another that I'm thinking of making my main. How I let them off easy, or I make something up like I'm moving away to the others to get them to stop. Should he lie and say he's moving away? No.
This is what you tell them.
When they see you in this city, though, it's gonna be a problem.
This is what you tell them.
This
is what I'm finna tell you from experience.
Hold on, we gotta hit the button again real quick before I say this. All right, what was that up?
Hey man, this is what you gotta tell them. To say, look, you lost your spot. I found somebody that I finally realized that, it took 2 or 3 of y'all to do what I needed one to do.
Yeah.
I think I found the one that do it, so I don't need you no more.
Yeah.
Be honest with them, man. Be honest and you'll get more respect. They might not like it.
Yeah.
But this is the whole thing. But if you telling them that you move away, now that's 3 different people you were told that you move away.
Yeah.
And then now somebody gonna see you somewhere.
Somebody gonna see you, dog.
If they don't see you, somebody else gonna go tell them. So just tell the truth. Say, look here.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is. I found somebody.
That's what we're trying to tell you, dog.
Hey, man, this is the whole thing. I found somebody that can fill all 3 of y'all spots.
Yeah. I
used to, this is the whole thing. Man, you got to be honest with women, because before I got married to my wife, it was a insult for a woman to think that when you first meet a woman, have you got somebody? A man that's well-dressed, got a conversation, money in his pocket, love in his heart, he can take a lot of different women to be a sweetheart.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So don't never let a woman think that when she met you ain't got nobody. That's a first mistake.
Man.
Because
most women don't want you if you ain't got nobody.
Because the first time when you met me,
crazy.
Baby, look at me. I'm tall, I'm well-dressed, I might not be that handsome, but I'm tall and dark, so I got 2 of the 3.
Hey,
I'm well-dressed.
I'm handsome in the mug, ain't it? Quit playing with him now.
No, but I'm just telling you, be honest with him, man. Don't lie to him. Tell him the truth.
Sean say 21 trying to make the right moves. We got you, Sean. That's what we here for.
They might be upset at the time, but they'll appreciate it later that you didn't lie to them or lead them off. Just tell them you ain't the one. I think I found them.
Hey, did you hit that subscribe and notification bell? You know what I'm saying? You can join too, dog, because getting that advice for free, bro.
And
come on now. That's a fair trade.
And this is the whole thing. When I'm talking about life, I'm gonna tell you about what he heard. I'm telling you about what he knows.
What he know, man.
So be honest with him.
Yeah.
And just let him know that that I might have found the one.
Yeah.
And I can't be fooling with you and lose her.
Yeah, and that's just what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
And that's just that, bro. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm a tennis coach, man. You know what I'm saying? But I also own the whatever you want to call this, but I can only coach one at this singles tournament. You know what I'm saying? It's Wimbledon, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you've been good up to this point, but Serena done came through, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I got to open up a spot for Serena. I'm coaching Serena, though.
Yeah, you lost your spot.
You're not keeping me away from Serena.
Yeah. You're not gonna do that.
And she need all my focus.
Yeah.
So, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta let you go. Go find another coach.
I mean, it may be hard, and this is the whole thing. It may be hard, but it is fair, man. It's difficult.
Appreciate it, Sean. Yes, sir.
I think honesty will get you where you need to go, and then the one that you think you love, you got to let her know.
See, you gotta let her go.
When I first met you, I did have some other women, but then now that I met you and found out who you are, I gotta let them go. Yeah, I mean, it's just simple as that.
Or like TKO. I don't know if you love him. Hey. You gotta let him go. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that just is what it is. You got to tell the truth and stick to it.
Look like another little TKO. So LeBron passing MJ is no big deal.
No big deal at all.
Yeah, he's still
none whatsoever. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Still nowhere near the GOAT conversation. I don't know what LeBron's.
And this
great longevity though. Great longevity, bro.
Oh yeah.
Boy, stamina is out of this world.
Yeah,
that boy on that honey pack.
And then your best ability is your availability. You
got that career honey pack.
And then these boys here, if they'd have played 82 games, 14 out of 15 seasons, like Chris Mullins or something, they might not be playing so long.
Yeah.
But they only playing. Well, LeBron ain't the worst, but it's some of them ain't playing but 60 games and 50 games per year. You ought to play forever.
Kawhi, like what? Never played 60 games, more like 40.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Kawhi, like, boy, I average 35 games a season, if that. But yeah, man. It's Wimbledon, dog. I'm just trying to tell you, Sean.
Yeah,
it's Wimbledon, bro.
Wimbledon,
you got hey, Serena came through, dog.
When the one come through, the 2 and the 3 and the 4, they got to go.
They got to fall back.
That's just all it is. And I'm telling you from experience, I'm going to live that.
Fall back.
More than once.
Straight up, man. Straight up. But yeah, man, that's it for the topics, man. But you know what it is. Y'all know what time it is right now, man. Where am I? Uh-oh. But it's all good. Check this out, huh? We're gonna flip it like this, Boy, gotta stay on you. Got to stay on your toes with it. But I can't believe
we ain't got Trip to go saying came through today.
Yeah, I ain't seen Trip, man.
Trip, I seen Ryan. So I'm gonna have to change in my opinion. I need Trip and Ryan to be here for this one. I'm gonna switch it to another.
No, we can bring it back. We can bring it back. But I'm just trying to find that ain't it. I don't even think I brought it over.
What's that? IMO?
Yeah. But hold on, let me do something real quick.
But like I tell y'all all the time,
you got it while I do this real quick.
JA is the host, the producer, and all of that. So he got a lot of things to do. Hawk just got to come up here and talk with this whole thing. If we got anybody on here that have not hit that subscription button, go on and subscribe, like, and share the show with somebody else that likes sports and technology.
Yeah.
And every now and then we'll throw some little life lessons in there like we did a minute ago. But this whole thing, we are not going to talk about religion and politics. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We might even throw a little P. Diddy in there, get a little laugh and all that. But we ain't going to talk about no religion and no politics. We just not going to do that because that's off our realm. We can, but we don't want to. And that's not the platform we're trying to design. We're more sports and technology. Then we throw, like I said, we throw a little life lesson in there every now and then.
Yeah.
And this whole thing, my life lessons, everybody's life lessons don't work for everybody else, but I'm just telling you how Unc navigated and got through the same situation that we were just talking. Because I've been in that situation, not once, but twice, maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being honest, but then most of the time I was wrong, but then now I'm right because I got the right one.
Hey, sorry for the texture switch up, y'all. I'm going to call it out because it ain't right. I didn't have the proper graphic for this, so I'm aggravated with myself right now because it's been a perfect show to this point, and it's still perfect, This is going to be a very special. This is out with the old, in with the new, but a reminder what the old brought you to is right here is what we're going to call this IMO portion. But we're going to be ready for you next week, though. But yeah,
Jay, you sure you want me to go with this IMO?
No, I want you to go with your IMO.
Hey, Ryan, I got a lot of IMO because I got a lot of opinions.
Yeah.
If it's one thing about Unc is opinionated.
Yeah.
So he got lots of opinions.
And he gonna let you know whether you want to know or not.
This is the whole thing. Okay. Lately, we have been talking about level of competition.
Yes.
And in my opinion, backed up by some facts. I hate to tell y'all this, but Michael Jordan opponents in the 80s were down. I mean, in the 90s were down from his opponents in the 80s.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
See, because we already established that he had, when he won 6 championships, we had 6 expansion teams. And Michael Jordan's winning record against his expansion teams, every one of them is 70 and 80%, higher than against other teams that were already established.
Yeah.
And in the 80s, Michael Jordan fans act like he didn't play in the 80s. He played 6 years in the 80s. In the 80s, his first trip to the playoffs was against the Milwaukee Bucks, which had Marcus Johnson and Sidney Moncrief. A lot of you young guys don't even know who that is. But they lost to Milwaukee Bucks 1-3. That was when the first round was 3 out of 5. And that was when they had 6 teams go to the playoffs, not 8. And then Michael Jordan's second year in the playoffs, he went 0 wins and 3 losses to the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's third trip to the playoffs, he went 0 wins and 3 losses to the Boston Celtics again. Michael Jordan's fourth year to the playoffs, he hit the shot over Craig Elo. That was in the first round of the playoffs.
Yes.
They beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let me say this again. The Cleveland Cavaliers 3-1.
It's the 90s, right?
I mean 3-2. They beat this the 80s.
80s, okay.
That was his
80.
first win,
Yeah.
a playoff series. But the next round in the semis, he lost to the Detroit Pistons 4-1. And then the next year, he went from the semifinals into the Eastern Conference Finals, and he lost to the Detroit Pistons again in the Eastern Conference Finals, and then Detroit went on and won the championship. Michael Jordan playoff win-loss in the 80s was 14 wins and 23 losses, which is a 30, quick math, is less than 40%. And the only thing 30-some% good is batting average. It's not good in playoff average. 30-some%. And all of the boys, now let's go to his championship run. Everybody said, well, he beat Magic in the first round, but he didn't beat the Showtime Lakers, because we all can agree that Val Divac is no Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And AC Green was a backup on those championship teams, but he started for that team. And then all the other people, John Stockton, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Clyde Drexler, I'm going to throw Patrick Ewing in there. They all came in 84, 85, 83, just like Michael Jordan. None of them sniffed nothing in the 80s, just like he didn't. He did not sniff no championships, none of that in the 80s, but everybody he beat in the 90s were a different team. He beat Clyde Drexler. Clyde Drexler didn't make no Western Conference Finals. He beat and he came in 84, the same like he came 83. He came 83. Karl Malone and John Stockton came 83, 84. They didn't get no Western Conference Finals in the 80s. All the people, Charles Barkley came 84 like Michael Jordan. He didn't get to no finals in the 80s. So all the people that he beat in the 90s lost just like he did in the 80s. And I'm glad that J.A. has, on this show, talked about the level of competition. And there is nobody in the 80s that is considered not better than the guys in the Magic Johnson and Larry Bird and all of those guys and Isaiah Thomas. First off, let me tell you like this. John Starks and Greg Anthony is not no Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars. I'm going to say that. So level of competition, Michael Jordan beat up on a lesser level of competition. We're going to put you in the same category with Ashton Genty. Your competition was not as good as the ones you lost to. And we can pretty much agree on that one. And that's in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's a good opinion too. Go check the record.
And I can't, if y'all know anything about my opinion, I can't rebut to anything I'm saying.
We can't do nothing. We just got to listen.
Just got to listen, But I did throw up a sign, if y'all can read that sign.
He threw it up that L.A.
If y'all can read that sign. But I can't rebut, Ryan said what happened when they got to the finals.
What happened when who got to the finals, Ryan?
When the Bulls, you know.
What happened when they didn't, Ryan?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody talk about when they got to the final, but nobody when they didn't get to the final, they got beat in the first round most of the time.
Jordan got him out of there in less than 7 games every time. Is what Ryan said. You know.
So he got Larry Bird out in less than 7. He sure did, because Larry Bird sweeped his ass twice.
I can't rebut.
You're absolutely right, Ryan. None of his games went 7 games in the 80s. You're absolutely right, because they beat his butt in the 80s. You talking about the 90s. That's what I keep trying to get y'all to understand. He played 6 years in the 80s, Ryan, where he did nothing. So name all the stuff he did in the 80s, Ryan. You talking about the 90s. Name what he did in the 80s.
I mean, what's good? Did he play in the finals in the 90s?
In the 80s?
In the 80s?
No. He didn't even he barely got out the first round in the 80s. 3 times he got beat in the first round. 1 time he got beat in the second round. That's 4 times. That's why he got 14 wins. Ryan, listen. He got 14 playoff wins and 23 playoff losses. That's less than 40%, Ryan. In the 80s, all of his dominance came in the 90s against different people. And that's my opinion backed up with some facts. And we're going to talk about something else, Ryan. Go ahead, Jay.
All right. So I'm going to, I can't say nothing. I can't rebut to it. But Ryan, hey, we on the same page, dog. We on the same page.
Y'all on the same page. Y'all on the same.
Go,
y'all
Jordan.
Want to talk about the 90s,
Jordan, go. Jordan,
y'all
go.
want to talk about the 90s, not the 80s, y'all.
Jordan,
okay,
go.
Go ahead.
But
he almost speechless, people. I got him good because he can't rebut none of that.
What's going on? I can't. I just can't rebut it. I physically can't, because that's the rules to the game.
And everything I said is true on top of that.
And in my opinion, Neon Dion, Primetime Sanders is the greatest mainstream professional athlete we've ever seen. And let me get to it. Let me tell you why. Yeah, we saw Neon Dion winning dunk contest in the celebrity dunk contest. Or doing this thing. I don't know if he won it, actually. I think that track runner won it, actually, from dunking from the free throw line. Mark, what's his name? Mark, the long jumper, the one that dunk. Mike Conley.
He didn't beat Dion. Dion didn't make the finals.
Oh. Well, Dion, we saw him dunking and doing some crazy things.
Oh yeah, Dion was phenomenal athlete.
On the baseball field, we saw him. He could have been an all-star in baseball if he had enough time in the league. If he played enough games. But we saw him dominate the game when he was up there. Put the bat down for a little bit, came back with the Reds first game back. Dang, they went for the cycle in that game. Dion was a phenomenal athlete. I think he might be one of the only professional baseball players that played with both Barry Bonds and Ken Griffey Jr. The guy was really good at baseball. But what he did on the football field is unprecedented. We've never seen it. He was a showman. The speed was unreal. Looked like the fastest man on the planet when he was on the field. The guy was the marketing, what people talk about nowadays, the way he sells, like he did it all. He was flash. Like every kid that played cornerback in that era rocked number 21. Yeah, I say he's better than Bo Jackson. Why? Longevity. Same reason that people say that LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. Longevity. I don't see that at all. Bo Jackson was amazing, but he couldn't do what Dion did. I think, Bo Jackson was a running back. At that running back position, if you're athletic, man, you can play running back as far as I'm concerned. If you can read X's and O's to the slightest. I didn't see him play at Auburn. I saw what he did on the Raiders for the most part. He was incredible on the football field till he got injured. But I picked Dion over Bo. That's me, personally. Right? We didn't really get to see Bo be Bo for that long. until he got that hip injury in Cincinnati. But Deion was incredible, man. Bo Jackson was off the chain. I do remember seeing him run up the wall. That was dope. But I also remember seeing Deion with the Atlanta Falcons, you know, making everybody want to have and play park style football again. You know, intercepting balls, getting punt returns, whatever it was, taking punts back, intercepting balls, pitching it back to his teammates, or telling his teammates to pitch it back to him so he can take it to the house. The man, like, he was amazing on the football field. And yeah, he did shut down a half of the field. I know it's hard to do that. But for the most part, whatever side Deion was playing on, primarily the left side of the field, right? Or I guess the right cornerback if you're on the opposite side, right? Yeah.
Left to the offense.
Yeah. You know, that part of the offense was gone, you know, because Deion was doing what it do. He didn't cover the whole part of the field, but whatever receiver was over there was getting shut down that day. And he often tracked the best receiver on the other team. Wherever they was going, he was going. You know? Deion was that dude, man. That's prime time. You know, punt returns with the Cowboys. He was spectacular, man. The shoes that he came up with back in the 90s are popping right now in the 25s. You know what I'm saying? Like, Deion was that dude. To me, he's the greatest football player that ever lived. You know? I ain't seen nobody as electric since he left the game, you know? But, you know, that's just my opinion. And I'm sure got something else to say about that. But
I can't say nothing.
Deion is the truth and the greatest cover cornerback ever to live. Period. And that's a fact. Look at the stats.
That's your opinion. That ain't no fact. I can rebut that. That's his opinion. That ain't no fact. Nah.
Yeah, man. Nah, but that's it, man. That's it. That's all we got for you today,
man. We appreciate y'all. Yeah, man. And if anybody out there had to hit that subscription button, man, go ahead and do it. That like and subscribe, man. We be on every Wednesday.
Yep.
And we call it Noonish because we may be at 11:55.
Yep.
We may be at 12:05,
All facts.
12:10.
All
but we
facts.
try not to go past 12:15 starting time.
Yeah, man.
And we try not to
deep.
go at 11:50 or 11:45. So we try to go ish. We try to go ish. Not too far before ish, not too far after. So, but man, if anybody haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe, like, share. Because, man, we talk about sports and technology, and we try to have a little fun and laugh, because this is the whole thing. This is just most of this is our opinion, but then it's backed up by facts. But this whole thing, man, we just trying to have fun.
That's it.
And enjoy the people.
That's it, man.
You know, and share
Bring you
our
guys a good
opinion.
time.
And then not only do we want to share our opinion, we want to listen to yours.
We want to hear yours,
because everybody that we come on here and say something, we try to interact with, man. You know. So.
Yeah. And hey, Ryan. Hey, Mike Vick was electric, and that's also my favorite football player. He's number 2 to Deion. Straight up. I thought I wanted to be Deion. I love watching Michael Vick play. I thought I was Michael Vick. Like, you know, I feel like me and Michael Vick are very similar athletes, personally. But you would have to see me play football and throw and stuff to be able to
I just got to see Mike Vick
all that stuff. But Mike Vick
I don't know if
true,
Mike Vick can
man.
run 20.8 and play baseball.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not sure about that.
Hey, you're right. That's,
I
was drafted before Mike Vick. You know, I was better. He said I was better athlete than Mike Vick in baseball. You know, what I mean?
The more diverse, I mean, Will Chamberlain in 4 Hall of Fames. It's hard to beat that.
Yeah,
it's hard to beat that.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, it's hard to beat. I'm just
trying
saying.
to tell
So to me, this is what's more. When people do stuff that I know he can't do, I have no, man, I'll be like, man, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But then stuff that, okay.
Yeah, we done seen that.
Yeah, we seen that. Cool. Somebody lived through that. I
that's
know
cool.
about that.
It's possible.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's
possible.
cool.
That's why I know it's possible.
He stuck to the plan too.
Possible to play a whole season without ACL, because I'm lived last 40-some years with a torn ACL.
Yeah,
and
crazy. Ran PRs, ran personal bests.
No matter
personal
what y'all
records
think about
torn ACL. Crazy.
I'm done been up all. And my I've been up high enough that I thought I looked in the rim even if I didn't.
Yeah.
With torn ACL.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ransom. Hey, and this the whole thing.
I'd like to say that ACL is probably not torn anymore.
When Flojo ran that 10-4 in 1984.
Yeah.
At that time, I was 29 years old.
Yeah.
And what I said, and I wasn't even running track, but when I came back and started running track at 30 years old, object of running. When I started running, I said, I got to run faster than 10-4.
Yeah.
It can't no girl
beat me running.
Yeah. And guess what?
You did
Even
that.
at 30, I came back. I hadn't ran in 4 years, started back training. Ran faster than 10-4.
Yeah, man.
Because that was my mindset. Got to run faster than 10-4.
Yeah.
And this ain't nothing against women or none of that.
Yeah.
But
that's your mindset we talking about.
My mindset was that, can't let no. Not at 30.
Yeah,
I'm 31
man.
or 32 years old.
Yeah,
now, I'm going to tell you
man.
like this. I started back running in 1985 when I was 30 because I hadn't ran since I was 24 in the military. But I came back. I ran faster than 10-4.
Man.
I ran faster than 10. Because
that's crazy.
It was me, a guy named Willa Thompson, a guy named Charles Edwards that went to Garland. Willa Thompson went to North Dallas, and me. We were saying, man, we got to run faster than 10-4.
Yeah. Was that your best time at that point in the 100? 10-4?
What's that? No, not when I was young.
Yeah.
No, I ran 10-2 when I was young.
Flying.
Yeah.
Unc had them go-go's.
You know. And now,
sure.
Because you got different levels in track and field.
Yeah.
Because 10-5, once you get to 10-5, that's a mark.
Yeah.
And to be honest, back in the day, 10-2 used to be a mark, but now it's 10-1.
Yeah.
And the next mark is 10.0. Once you go 10.08, you can qualify for it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And back in my day, it was 10-1 something.
Yeah. Wow. That's nuts. Boys flying.
Oh, yeah.
Because of that technology, they getting that under that 10-1. Because without the technology, that mark wouldn't have changed.
They ran like Jesse Owens with no starting blocks on dirt.
Man, I'm telling you.
Be back at 10 something.
I'm telling you, man. But yeah, anyway, man, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. We about to get on out of here, man. We'll see y'all next Wednesday. Hey, we will definitely be having a watch party tomorrow night as that Notre Dame Fighting Irish takes on that Penn State University. Let's get it, huh? Notre Dame. Oh, you good on?
No.
Notre Dame in the high, baby. Let's go, man. You see it. You see the chain, baby. It's going down like that, Georgia. We had to eat a little dog leg last week, but it's all good, bro. Came out there with that dub. But we'll see y'all, man, next Wednesday for sure. Sometime around noonish. Appreciate y'all. Happy New Year, man. Peace.
We out.
We out.
Look for the watch party.
Welcome to a realm where the pulse of sports thrills and the spark of technology sizzles. Join Ronald Unk Bolware and your charismatic host, Jay, aka Jonathan Anderson. Together, they unpack the latest in sports and technology. This is Noonish Sports and Tech.